The following program is rated TV MAL. It contains strong language and is intended only for mature audiences.
My brothers, what do we want? The win. We want to win.
Look, you took that from either Egoraptor or Vanderpool, I think.
Oh my god.
Folks, this is what I have to deal with. Only the problem is I had to
What are you doing with Pooh Bear? You gonna fucking castrate him?
No. Here's the thing, though. I don't choke him for the life
So
of
what?
it.
At least he has. Wait, hold on. So what? At least he has someone to sleep with, unlike you, Victor.
Oh.
Ooh.
No, it's all about you. You fucked the Pooh Bear.
Shut up.
Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead to the live chat. Hopefully, the Wi-Fi here doesn't shit on me.
Yeah, I hope it doesn't take a absolute.
Yeah, just let me just tell you guys something. If the Wi-Fi acts crappy or something bad happens while I'm on camera, it's the Wi-Fi here. There's really nothing I can do about it, unless, of course, the maintenance guys fixed it, right? They said they did. Well, then it's obvious they're lying. Oh yeah, that's right. Everything's all papered wall. I get it. But then again, this isn't a hotel. This is a condo. Okay, everybody say it with me. Condo. Victor,
What?
you're not saying
a condo?
Yeah, it's a condo.
It's a condo.
No, it's pronounced.
No,
it's
don't pronounce it right.
Condo.
It's quando.
I'm saying it right because
wrinkle.
my accent's not gonna fucking.
Well, the reason why you say condo is because you're kind of doing somebody.
Yay! Yeah, he ordered
Anyway.
4K. Good boy.
Oh, by the way, Hunter Hughes, I am so sorry for roasting you earlier in the Filmtastic forum.
Oh my gosh!
I mean, I've roasted most people to the point where, but not till when I roasted you, where I said another one of you would mean the apocalypse is near. So, like, it's a good, like you say, you're a good thing you're single, and then all of a sudden I say, yeah, it's like, yeah, and that's why, yeah.
At least I try not to over enunciate. I try not to.
Well, here's the thing: he's not over enunciating because he's not enunciating it right.
So quiet.
But anyway,
quiet.
So,
You fucking Mark!
We got
MJF.
We got Hunter Hughes. We got Jose. We got Justin Williams, one of my favorites in the chat. We got Swore in the Film, Brody. Emo Yasha.
Oh boy.
And yeah, that's pretty much it. Unless, of course,
he laughing because I pulled out you
Mark.
Mark.
Yeah, speaking of MJF, we have a. What are you doing?
I thought you wanted to show everybody
the corn dog.
Foot-long corn dog.
Yeah, look at this.
Hi, Mom. Hi, Mom.
Hello, babies.
Hi, Mom.
Look at this corn dog.
This is not a dildo, ladies and gentlemen. This is like a foot-long corn dog with two weenies inside, just for the covering of the corn dog.
Oh my!
Oh my God! Maybe it was probably a 1 foot corn dog
Oh wait, hold
Corn
on.
dog in the corn dog.
Hold on. 1 foot corn dog
In the corn dog.
in the corn dog.
Poor dog of the
See, my
corn
mom does it right, and yet Victor's not doing shit.
dog.
Yeah,
No,
he didn't try.
God.
Oh.
Oh, speaking of
Oh.
Gary, I want to talk about this real quickly before we go into the main topic. So yeah, first of all, I want to give him massive shout outs, because he deserves it. But yeah, yesterday during Bofa's, I mean, I'm not gonna say he got mad or he was, or he was disappointed. I think he got a little bit upset because he couldn't get his topic out there. And so what he did was he got out of the room where he gets the camera on him and then gets himself a drink. I don't know what he got, but I mean, I don't know if it was a Sprite. I don't know if it was, I don't know what it was, but I will say this though. I'm not going to dog anybody for trying to not let him do his topic, but I will say though, I think, there comes a time when you really got to let someone do what they got to do. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like, just get it out there already. I feel bad. I felt bad for Gary. And you know what I did for him? I sent him some, hot Asian pictures.
Yeah, I bet he would feel something when he sees a beautiful sight.
Now I'm not trash talking on the other co-host. I'm just simply, just saying that I felt bad for Gary yesterday. I'm not mad at Romy. I'm not mad at Alex or Austin. I love all those guys. I just think, I just felt like Gary, was, I mean, if anybody knows what I'm talking about, please tell me in the chat, like, what exactly I'm
I
talking
need to get off my shoes. I still have my
I think
shoes
Victor,
on. It feels like
not Victor,
fucking
like, write that down.
intoxicated.
William knows what I'm talking about. Like, give
There
me
you
your
go.
thoughts.
There you go. I have my
yeah.
socks on, so that means Quentin Tarantino is not gonna have my foot.
Oh my. Oh, jeez.
But yeah, you were gonna say, William?
Yeah, I honestly kind of like feel like the same way. Like whenever Gary wants to really bring a topic, and correct me if I'm wrong, Jordy, he keeps like what? Because I was out and he was getting like interrupted for a bit, and he doesn't want to. He's had trouble like bringing his topic out.
Yeah, because I think it's because, even though his enunciation, because of, the way he talks, as it were. I mean, the thing is, we can poke fun at, all we want, or bear yet sometimes, but when it comes down to the topic at hand, I mean, he just couldn't get it out there. And I'm not dogging on Romy, I'm not dogging on Alex, I'm not dogging on Austin.
Oh no.
I mean, because the thing, in fact, I'm not even. I mean, if you could call it criticism, but you could also call it, like my thoughts on the matter,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not upset at anybody. I just felt bad for Gary. That was it.
Yeah, it's almost like he wants to give out his perspective of what he actually wants to say to the wide public,
In fact, here's a fun fact for you. When Austin was doing his topic, when he was, showing lists of music and songs and all that, Gary actually kind of let loose to a point where, like, I'm sick and tired of all these people, bringing out entertainment, even though they're supposed to sing. I mean, they're not like Michael Jackson, because Michael Jackson knew how to make it work.
Yeah.
And to be honest with you, he was letting out some steam in the process. And so, when someone wants to talk, let them talk. Exactly. There you go. I mean, granted, there are times when I get at Eric and all that, but the thing is, sometimes he overreacts. I mean, but at the end of the day, when it comes down to Gary, I mean, Gary's younger than us. In fact, if I'm not mistaken, I think he's a year younger than I am. If I'm not mistaken.
Oh, but then I'll be. Then again,
I'll be
96. That's right.
I'll be 28 this year.
I'm only 24. I'm the youngest out of everybody.
It's not always about. It's not always about you, Victor.
No, you write that down. That's the point. You write that down. That's the point. Write that down. Write that down.
One has to vent, and that's okay. I just turned 31. Oh, okay. Happy birthday, then.
Happy Happy birthday.
So-
Happy birthday.
But still, just the point I want to make is, like, and I'm not trying to say this to call anyone out. I'm just simply giving my thoughts. When someone has to talk, you let them talk. I mean, sure, there are times where I've had my, streams, with someone talking too much. But the thing is, when it's a chill session, it's, fair game. But if it's a topic hosted podcast or talk show that you do every week with your friends, and it doesn't have to be with a television, connection, then yeah, it's best to let everyone give out their opinion. Well, we do have TVMAL, and not LGBT.
Yes, but I put that there as a
See what I did there?
professional.
At least,
even
I'm
though
being
we're not
funny
under
about it.
FCC
Yeah,
regulation.
Being a funny asshole.
Being a funny asshole. There you go. Oh, by the way, shouts to Gary for also saying this yesterday. You're either a man or a woman. And I'm like, thank you
Not
so
discussing
much.
that because I feel like people should be respected no matter what they are. At least me
Well, yeah,
personally,
that's
how I
true,
feel.
but still, I mean, but what I'm looking at is, I actually love the fact when he said that, like, look, you're either a male or female. I mean, I don't care which, just pick one. And I'm like, thank the good Lord we have people like him. Oh, and another thing what Gary did, there's another thing that he did. There's another thing that Gary did that I actually thought was awesome.
He did the Happy Happy Joy Joy song.
Oh, even better. No, something even better. When Romy was trying to insult me, as he always does, which, again, he's like, hey, Jordy, you know what Gary does? He goes like, all right, shut the up and let us do a show. And he just bumps him off the panel, brings him back, bumps him off, brings him back, bumps him off, brings him back, bumps him off, brings him back.
Okay, speaking of which, I actually have the soundbite that I have to play, Jordy.
Yeah, it's a soundbite. Go
Hold
ahead.
up, hold up. Hold up.
Hey, Jordy, speaking of Mars, you know the worst thing about having a
Victor!
Hey, I was trying to respond to the chat. I'm sorry.
I was trying to play a soundbite. You keep it.
Wait, it doesn't matter if people want to identify.
Speaking of Mark, you know the worst thing about having a dick?
No, Alex, I'm not going to see a new Voyager twice in the movie, is what I'm trying to say.
Listen.
Touch. Pacing. Lost. Fuck. Bitch. Pulled up. Wax on. Wax off. Wax
Gary, I gotta say, that was awesome of you to do that, because that has to be one of the most funniest things I've seen.
Hey, you still choking on that?
At least I'm not choking on my carrots.
No.
Well,
on the
that you're not choking on a 1 foot long corn dog. I'll tell you that right now.
Oh, make it 2 foot, more like it.
But yeah,
2 foot.
just want to give Gary, huge love and support out there. He goes through a lot personally behind the scenes, and it's not. And I'm talking like with his, because he goes through a lot, and I think it's, and I'm cutting him a break. Just let him, just let him know that he's got a lot of love and support.
Okay. I'm surprised Jared Fogle isn't getting that.
Well, here's the thing, guys. Jared.
He doesn't like anything under 18.
Oh gosh.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing. He got 16 years in prison, but he didn't care. He's okay with anything under 18.
Oh.
He didn't care. You I think. Wait. I gotta ask you guys. Could it be? Wait, when does he get out?
Let's have a look. I'm gonna look it up.
Because if he got in jail and he got 16 years in prison.
Yeah, that I do know
15
that part.
years and 8 months in prison. And he was sentenced in 2013. And apparently he's supposed to be released from prison a year early. So he could be released as early as 2029.
Well, that would be one way to end the decade off on a high note.
Jesus. And he said
I'm sorry, I know.
He said a couple of years ago, 2 years ago, that he quote unquote royally screwed up. Yeah, you royally screwed up because you'd like to have anything under 18.
Well, here's the thing: if he didn't have a hard drive full of of pictures of minors, in sexual exploitations, maybe he wouldn't have made a royal mistake.
I made a mistake, y'all. Sorry, I made a mistake.
Oh my God! You want me to do that impersonation? Okay, RTD. I made a mistake, y'all. Sorry, I made a mistake.
Okay, Ben did not send me a soundbite this time. It's Jose.
Oh Jesus!
What did he say?
SFPD, pending background check. Pause in the air.
Oh
Meow.
no!
That's right. That's the movie we're
That's the first one.
Well, that is the first one, but
write it down. That was from the first one.
That was the first one, man.
Where's the damn write that down. There, better.
Yeah, Jordy, your head is full of fart gas.
But you two shut up.
Yeah,
what I was saying is we're going to review the movie, the second one. That's what I was going to say, except some people like to cut me off.
Yeah, your gears are fully rusted.
Okay.
There's a lot of things I can do with that stuffed doll in your bed that could give you a vasectomy.
Oh, be quiet. Shut up.
Anyway.
Winnie the Pooh gets a vasectomy. I want to see that picture.
No, you're not.
No. I said, who said Pooh's getting the vasectomy? I was talking about William.
Oh, fuck you.
Oh, you wish. Jordy Steiner.
Jordy
He's
Steiner.
fat. Like
this fat son of a bitch. Oh my God, we say the same.
I'll make the bleed. Yeah. Steiner will make the bleed like it's like that time of the month for a woman.
Oh, William the Pooh.
Jesus.
Nick said.
Anyway, so
okay,
so Victor, what are we talking about before we get to our topics? I mean, I wanted to get that off my chest real quick regarding this.
Let's see. What can I talk about? Anything else? Let's see.
Other than David Zaslav, unless of course there's something you brought up.
Well, let's see. Let's see what I can talk about. Oh yeah, I can talk about Zack Snyder and how his career is in peril.
Oh my God. Dude.
And there's also another thing that we should also bring up.
What other thing?
You know who I'm talking about. I mentioned it last night on the Filmtastic forums, and everyone was in shock, and they were disappointed.
Man, fuck him.
Yes, folks, it's true. After 2024 is over, after his contract is expired with TKO,
this is how I feel about it. It's a fucking Dutch angle. That's how I feel about it.
and he sells his share, and he gets $2.2 billion. He's going to make a new wrestling company come 2025.
What's it be called? I shit on your... No. It has to be an abbreviation. Let's see.
It's either going to be... It's going to be something sports entertainment related, obviously.
It's going to be I shit on people's heads. What's the abbreviation for I shit on people's heads?
Well, I'm just going to tell you this right now.
OPF.
But here's the thing. It doesn't matter because at the end of the day, anybody who joins up with McMahon, regardless if it's just for the money,
you're done. You're canceled. That's pretty much what happens. It's gonna happen.
No. It's just that you're just as bad as he is. I mean, if you're just gonna be,
my point. They're gonna
if you work under him in this new company, I mean, I'm telling you, it doesn't matter if it's for money or not. You're just as bad as he is.
Oh, okay, Hunter Hughes says something that's true. Vince is like a cockroach. Just when you think you've gotten rid of him, he pops right back up.
I shat on my
it's like
grave.
Godfather Part 3.
Oh, that's the new name of the company. I shat on my grave. Or the MAF, milk a fish.
Shat on a grave. That sounds like a poopy porn.
Oh, Jesus.
You know what?
Wait. Have you seen Two Girls, One Cup? That is a poopy
It's kind of funny
porn.
you mentioned that William, because every time I think about Vince McMahon and Janelle Grant, it is a shitty porn film.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. It's jumbo sized.
Anyway, what was I saying about that? Zack Snyder.
Yeah, Zack Snyder. I don't know anything about this. Catch me up to speed with this guy.
Okay, so he made for those who were not aware, Rebel Moon Part 2. What's the subtitle of fucking Rebel Moon?
The Scar Giver.
The Scar Giver was released on Netflix. Yeah, the stupid fucking title, Zach.
The Scar Giver. Huh?
And Part 1 was called A Child of Fire.
Okay,
that's how bad his fucking titles are.
Let me just say,
his career is finished.
A Scar Giver. That's kind of like what happens in the bedroom.
So Zack Snyder released his PG-13 cut on Friday on Netflix, right when everybody was not even concerned about that fucking. Come on, what the fuck? Jesus.
Take a photo of that.
Okay, I just give you advice, Victor.
What?
If you're gonna try and belch, don't try and force it, or otherwise you will vomit.
Well, I felt gassy.
I know you felt gassy, but just trust me. If you're gonna do it, make sure it's built up to the point where you gotta belch.
Okay, so.
Or you're gonna vomit on camera. I'm not kidding you.
The point is that when the movie came out this Friday, nobody gave a shit. Nobody. I heard fucking nobody talk about it before. And Part 1 was so hyped up, but then it was being so shit because they had to fucking artificially create another release the Snyder Cut bullshit. Even though it's fucking Netflix. Oh, no. Zack Snyder and the way he talks in interviews, I'm sorry. These past couple of months, I'm sorry. He needs to change his career or else he's fucking finished. I'm sorry.
So what has he been doing in these interviews? How describe what he's been doing?
Here. Oh, first of all, Soren could back me up on this. Zach needs a series to stick to adaptations. He writes original stories like old people fuck if they had no arms.
And they would replace those with legs.
Hold on a second. So basically, if they were handicapped, right?
Yes, they have no arms.
Okay, I guess that narrows it down to being dark.
When it comes, because Zack Snyder in interviews saying, "Oh no, I have this this R-rated. I'm gonna deconstruct my own movie with this this R-rated 2-part movie that's like altogether like 8 hours long." I'm just like, Zach, this is fucking Netflix. Netflix allows creative control. How the fuck are you going to artificially create another release of Snyder Cut when you're gonna just release the original Snyder Cut right there and then on day fucking 1? But no, we got PG-13. But that being said, that's not even the worst part of the matter, because the PG-13 cuts, with all the stories and what I've heard in certain reviews, things like that, this movie could have been easily like 2.5 hours, and the rest of this, all 2 parts, most of the 2 parts are fucking filler and padding out the fucking runtime.
It's almost like those cuts should have. It's like too late now just to finally
not
release.
Only that, but why would we expect
or other 2 words, as Hunter put it, too ambitious.
It's not even too ambitious, because you know why?
It's not that.
You know why? Because it steals from other people's material. You want to know what it rips off? I'll tell you. Star Wars, 7 Samurai, A fucking Bug's Life.
Really?
Bug's Life?
Yes.
Okay, that's new.
Pixar should just sue him.
Or Disney
and it
Pixar, because
still
that's what
steals,
owns. I mean, they
plot
own
elements from
Pixar.
Dune,
That's
and
true.
all this other- it's just it steals plot elements from Dune. I just mentioned.
Or
that.
better yet, have Mickey Mouse do the lawsuit, and then he goes like, "Go out there and make me some hot damn money, huh?"
Oh Jesus! I think I still have it.
All right, now get out there and make me some goddamn money.
There you go. There you go.
Oh yeah, sword to sword. Apparently, Rebel Moon rips off 3 fucking amigos. 3
Wait.
amigos.
Are you kidding me?
Hold on a second. Is that the one with Steve Martin in it?
Yes.
I figured.
Yes, Jose. It
My
does
mom
rip off A Bug's
recently
Life.
watched that film.
Oh my
Yep.
God.
It really does, Jose.
The point of this is that it rips off other material and makes it like it's Sean Chandler, great YouTuber. He
Wait,
looks like this when he
Chuck
reviews
Jose.
Part 1.
He just
Yeah,
said
go
it
ahead.
rips off Dune as well. Ooh.
Yes. Sean Chandler said this, and it's perfect. It's pretty much Zack Snyder doing a cover of Star Wars. It's just a cover. It's not the original. It's a cover.
Well,
Jesus Christ! And people complain that The Force Awakens was a remake of A New Hope. Jesus Christ!
Well, how can you?
Well,
how can you say The Force
well-
Awakens is a remake off of A New Hope
can I just
when you
say
introduce
this?
new
I
characters?
mean, that's kind of a debatable when you think about it. You know, when you say it's a remake of A New Hope, because that's kind of stretching it a bit.
Well, how can you even say it's a remake though when you have
Then
new
it changes
characters?
certain plot elements.
How can you do that?
But the point
I'm
is
just
that
simply saying.
Rebel Moon, the point is that it's a complete fucking failure. In fact, I'm gonna check Netflix top 10. Let's see if this thing is at number 1, because I don't know if it is or not. Let's have a look, okay?
Oh, wait a minute! I just remembered something. Rebel Moon.
Okay, it is at number 1. With that being said, I can pretty much tell you that the ratings are probably gonna go down. I'm gonna check what's on Netflix to see what the statistics are like, if they have the statistics up.
I mean, honestly, I wouldn't be
Here.
surprised. I mean, when you have a movie
Oh
that
my
rips off
God!
other source
Here it
material,
is. Here it is. I have it. What's on Netflix? Which is a good website
It's
to
done
use if you
for.
want to look up what's on Netflix.
Okay, so
viewers. Look, this is the article I found just now. This is what it says. If you can see it, Rebel Moon Part 2 opens to weaker viewership than Part 1, but it's not a disaster. No, that is a disaster because Part 1's viewership was an absolute goddamn disaster.
it really is.
So-
as a reminder, Part 1 opened to 54.10 million global hours.
So okay,
And
so Hunter
that
said
equals 23.9 million views, and that was for Part 1, which came out in December of last year. So, how did the movie
Okay.
do?
Okay, so-
21.40 million.
Wait,
Oh,
okay,
it's
Jose.
barely a difference. Look at the difference.
hang on a second, guys.
2
Hold on.
million.
Jose, what you meant to say, not a disaster, my ass. That's what you meant. And
It is a
Hunter, he
disaster.
says,
This is a disaster, though. So,
yeah, I
let's-
know, but he said disaster, my ass, when he should say not
Okay.
a disaster, my
Oh,
ass.
But
Okay.
yes, again, Part 1, 23.9 million. Part 2, 21.40.
Yeah, even
So,
Justin
yeah,
Williams mentioned
Hunter-
Jeremy Johns gave it a dog shit.
Hunter says, so basically,
24.9.
if Star Wars was the Who's version of Behind Blue Eyes, Rebel Moon is the Limp Bizkit version. Justin says, sorry, Snyder. Dennis V made an awesome Part 2 than you. Jeremy Johns gave this a dog
Yeah,
shit.
he
Wow.
did.
Yes, he did.
He did.
Unfortunately, I was one of those 25.9 million
Actually,
views
it's
on Netflix.
21.40.
And Chuck
I hope
Jose
it's
says
not
it's a
wrong.
dumpster fire.
It is just a disaster because you want to know.
Well, when you look at the numbers, here's another Scott Steiner promo for you. The numbers don't lie, and they all spell disaster for you on Netflix.
Okay, so out of all the Netflix originals, so just to prove it to you in terms of these statistics, the highest rated Netflix originals opening weekends is a tie between Murder Mystery 2 and The Mother. The Mother was with Jennifer Lopez, right? Yeah. And Murder Mystery 2
You
first
mean
one.
the mother, not mother.
Not Mother, exclamation mark, which we don't fucking talk about. But we're talking
Yeah, I'm
about
kind of glad we don't
The
ever
Mother.
talk about films that deserve to be blacklisted because, again,
But yeah,
Watch
it's
episode
not a
25 of
disaster.
Flicks and Tips.
It's not a disaster.
Uh-huh.
No, it's a fucking disaster. I mean, out of all of these, and also right underneath Murder Mystery 2 and The Mother was Extraction 2, was at 42.8 million viewers.
More like Sextraction.
Wow, this is unbelievable. This is a fucking disaster. For people are saying, oh, if it was like a normal, like low budget movie, this would be very good. But here's the problem. This cost $166 million to make.
Where did all the money go?
100.
Where did all the good times go?
No singing.
It is
well,
so...
at least when I sing, when it comes down to the dumb, like Tweedle
and you know what's
dickhead and Tweedle
funnier?
dumbass.
You know what's even funnier? Of course, we all know about the Snyder cult, which
wait a minute,
God,
I just
cannot
remembered.
stand the Snyder cult. But
I'm gonna rant this Thursday about Dynasty because I'm telling you, this pay-per-view, they keep thinking it was a massive success because of certain title changes and certain surprise returns.
They're fucking chicken shit motherfuckers. That's what
yeah,
they
but
are.
don't worry, I'm gonna tear them a new one this Thursday, but not tonight.
Anyway,
or as my mom would like to say, you know, like when she sings this thing that Linda Belcher does in Bob's Burgers, like "Not tonight, oh, not tonight."
No, sing it.
Yeah.
No. Anyway, the point is that the Snyder cult, who usually is like gonna defend Zack Snyder and everything, because they were defending Rebel Moon Part 1 like it was the second coming of Christ. Oh no, you're wrong. This is a masterpiece. You are not a true film fan if you don't like Rebel Moon Part 1.
Oh, okay, when you say something like that,
especially
you're being very
guy.
hypocritical.
Fuck it.
A true fan. Where? I mean, did I not discuss this last Thursday?
Oh my god.
When you say,
but the point is of this,
like
is that
last
Rebel Moon
week,
Part 2.
Last week on Thursday, I pretty much called out everybody who keeps saying you're not a true fan if you don't support this company or that company solely. You know.
When you say something like that, that's being very hypocritical.
Also,
no, it's called it's called dividing people.
Yeah, it's divisive. But speaking of divisive figures, the Snyder cult apparently hasn't even talked about Rebel Moon Part 2. It's like they know it was bad. It's like they knew this was going to kill his career. And it's Zack Snyder's still like,
why not just
I'm going to release an R-rated 5-hour cut of these movies.
Hold on a second. Hold on a second. If that's the case, why don't they just say anything and just admit it? Like for once, it's bad.
But he's made bad movies before. Sucker Punch.
Oh.
Sucker Punch. I'm not saying Zack Snyder's all his films.
Yeah, I know.
Asker Punch.
Probably a sucker punch to his fake dick for all we know.
Asker Punch.
I'm just saying that Zack Snyder has become officially, because of this whole Snyder Cut bullshit with Justice League, he has become fucking full of himself. And I was worried this was going to happen, but he's fucking full of himself. It confirmed it. This whole shit confirmed it. He's fucking full of himself. And that fact that studios don't want to work with him anymore, major studios like Warner Brothers are like, fuck you, we're not working with you anymore. Despite the fact that, yes, they screwed him over, but at the same time, after all that bullshit, looking at it back, I'm going to be controversial. Looking back, I think they might have made the right call cutting Snyder out. I'm sorry. Considering what's happened.
It's not the first time they did something right, unless if it was something wrong.
And also, other studios don't want to Sonic crybabies. Shaden.
Shaden.
We're not even talking about Sonic yet, dickwad.
But yeah, Zack Snyder's career is in jeopardy, big time.
I think I got something in my luggage here. Hold on a second.
Yeah, it's big time, oopsie doopsie. I think what he needs to do first and foremost is settle it down.
I'm gonna wear this once we do the review.
Oh, Sega?
Ooh.
Sega. Wait a minute, not yet.
But so the film is a complete disaster. I feel like Rebel Moon, and what made it even worse is that he wants to make 4 more of these fucking Rebel Moon movies. 4 more. First he said it was going to be just a trilogy, and then a quadrilogy, and now he's going to say there's like what is that? It's 6 movies? So what is that supposed to be? So it's going to be fucking Star Wars now? It's not happening at this point. It's dead. Rebel Moon is dead. Dead, dead, dead. He needs to go back to simple stories and also never let Zack Snyder write a script ever again.
You know,
Because
it's
you wanna
kind of
know
like
why?
the same. It's like also
wanna
the
why?
same way with Mortal Kombat. It's obviously dead now after you know.
I mean, look at the films. Look at the films that he has written. Need I say more?
Zucker Punch, he wrote that. Sucked. Rebel Moon sucked. I think he might have
Like-
written one more, but I can't quite remember
Like
what
here's
it
the
is.
thing, I mean, Rebel Moon's dead. Mortal Kombat, the video game franchise, is obviously dead.
Mortal
you know,
Kombat 11, I heard there's a lot of glitches.
Well,
Like,
here's
like,
here's the problem. 11. I mean, after 11, you'd think that'd be it, but after they got in, you know, like that should have been the end of it. But then again, after they released the quote unquote one, I'm like, I could tear that game to shreds for all what they put in it, but I'm not going to go there.
Glitchy, glitchy, glitchy. Anyway,
It's not just that, Victor. It's also other things too.
so what would the crap? I lost my train of thought. Okay, with Zack Snyder's best movies, it's always because of the writers. Look at Dawn of the Dead, his first movie. You want to know why that movie?
Wait. Soren, don't worry about it. Aiton's just, you know, like he tends to be funny, you know, when just to mess with other people. That's all. All joking aside, Zack Snyder is a great director aside from Sucker Punch and Rebel Moon.
So yeah, like literally, his best work is with if it was like he doesn't write the script. Dawn of the Dead was written
Watchmen.
by the remake was written by James Gunn. 300. Oh, that's the other movie he co-wrote that I don't care for. Hot take. I don't like 300. I think it's all style, no substance. Watchmen. David Hayter and Alex Tissey. I think that's his name.
Wait. Are you talking about the same David Hayter that voiced Solid Snake?
Yes, that's the same guy. He co-wrote Watchmen.
He did.
Ooh,
Watchmen is a phenomenal film.
that's cool.
Love
Legend
it.
of the Guardians. I forgot who wrote that. Man of Steel. Of course, that's David S. Goyer. Same thing with Batman vs Superman.
David S. Goyer.
Terrio. And Justice League.
Goya.
Justice League, again, Chris Terrio, who wrote The Rise of Skywalker, co-wrote The Rise of Skywalker. But
don't get me started on The Rise of Skywalker. I mean, at least it closed out the sequel trilogy on a high note, somewhat.
Oh, that's gonna be when we get to that, you're gonna get canceled, bro. Get canceled, bro.
Okay,
Well, the thing is, I mean, like I said before, all three
that's
films.
right. Chris Terrio wrote Go Fuck Yourself. I forgot about that.
All three sequel films should have been directed by J.J. Abrams. That's just my opinion.
I love me some JJ because of course you knew that because I love Lost. So
Yeah.
Anyway,
I
Let
mean,
me find a soundbite.
but here's the thing. You know, some people could stick with the sequel trilogy, or they could look back at the original expanded universe. I mean,
Yeah. Well,
I take it over the prequel trilogy. Fuck the prequel trilogy except for episode 3.
Oh, by the way, speaking of
who said anything about the prequel trilogy? You stupid!
I said except episode 3. I literally just said that. Except
I
for
know that,
episode
but we
3.
were. What are we gonna do with you?
I don't know.
Go ahead, whip me all you want.
I
I
don't
don't
know.
care about Jar Jar.
I don't care
What does that have to do with?
Warped and irritated, and it gets everywhere.
Okay. I didn't think it would come to this, but you know what?
Oh no!
When I get up there in New York, Victor, look at this. You see this?
Oh no!
Well, Victor, send him the address, and he'll do
You
it.
see this? This will be me whipping you into shape, so that way you can have a brain capacity. You know what the fuck I'm talking about? I didn't say anything or shit about the prequel trilogy. I was talking about the sequel trilogy. Damn it!
Okay, speaking
Yeah,
of Guardians,
your ears
the
are
only way I
closed.
can think about to save Zach's career is to finally return to Legend of the Guardians and finish the story. I agree because Legend of the Guardians is
That's
great.
never gonna get old.
Underrated.
I'm sorry.
Legend of the Guardians is underrated. He should finish the story for all we care.
Speaking
But
of finish the story, Cody Rhodes this Friday will be drafted to SmackDown.
was he on Raw?
No, I don't know if he was on Raw last night, but I can tell he's going to be drafted to SmackDown because that's when the draft
Because
starts.
USA Network wants to get a hold of him, not Netflix. But anyway, as I was saying,
Rolled that way. Don't you mean swing that way? You
swing,
freaking
whatever. Okay,
bird.
my brain cells have had a long day. Excusez-moi.
Chayton, there's a reason why people would refer to you as the turd burglar. You're full of shit.
Woof. Okay. So yeah, that's what I wanted to say about Rebel Moon Parts 1 and 2. They're dead. It's a dead franchise. Zack Snyder needs to think of something before he literally everybody like he's getting like Rebel Moon Part 2 especially. It's been getting the punchline of bad jokes. They're getting a punchline of jokes. It's everybody's shitting all over it. I think it only has a 15% rate on Rotten Tomatoes.
Is it kind of like when Vince McMahon shits all over Johnny Ace during a threesome?
Jesus.
Hey, I mean, listen. I mean, we didn't have to know that, but now we do.
So yeah.
At least I'm not the Hamburglar.
If he can't think of something, he's done for it. But anyway, I'm spending too much time on a topic. It's not even my topic. Anyway, technically I have two things.
It's wait. Hunter just said it's
Madam Web
all over again. Ooh, that is
like
a
Madam
huge...
Web. It is like Madam Web. It's
yeah,
that's
you know what?
Statement. That's a bold statement to make because here's the thing: which is worse, Rebel Moon Part 2 or Madam Web?
Objectively, I think Madam Web is worse, but that's because and Soren will tell you that he's on his Letterboxd. He said it was the worst film he's ever seen. I legitimately can't. I'm not joking. He said it was the worst movie he's ever seen. If Soren could back me up in the comments right now.
I was legitimately like shocked when he actually said that it is like
the worst thing he's ever seen. That's what he said.
I was literally shocked.
Or if he could say it like this, it's the worst movie ever I've seen in my life.
It's the best movie of the year because of Sydney Sweeney. Oh, Jesus. I'm thinking about her set again, Satan.
You
need to be thinking about your girlfriend more than Sydney Sweeney, Jaden.
Let's see. At least Disaster Movie tried to entertain. At least it tried too hard. But yes, he compared it to. He said that Disaster Movie was better than Madam Web, and that's saying a lot because I heard a lot of bad things about Disaster Movie.
And I could tell you all about the stuff where I had to bring those 2 screenshots in.
Yeah, visual effects.
I was not wrong.
Team.
I wasn't wrong.
The Sony Venomverse, whatever the fuck you want to call it, is dead. They need you to sell the rights to Spider-Man back to Disney because they're already fucking with Spider-Man, the 4th Spider-Man MCU movie because Sony wants to do this, while not giving Kevin Feige and company enough creative control. So they need you to sell the rights at this point and give it back to Disney. I swear. They need to. I'm sorry. They need to. At this point, they need to because Sony doesn't want to handle Spider-Man no more. No more. The best thing they've done is those fucking re-releases of all the Spider-Man movies. That's all they've got.
They used to when they had the Sam Raimi trilogy, of course.
At first, not when it comes to 3.
Okay, let's think of it this way. Yes, the third one is obviously not the best out of the 3 because one, they didn't showcase Venom enough, and also they pretty much screwed up with the quote-unquote...
It's the movie. Sam was supposed to be the bad guy, the only bad guy in the movie, but they forced him into it.
Yeah, but then again, Sam Raimi does not even want Venom to be in the movie in the first place, but it was a Sony mandate.
Oh my God.
It was a Sony mandate, but here's another problem. You also had 3 villains in this movie at once, although one of those villains became a hero. But then again, you kind of wish
that was always part of the original plan.
You kind of wish that it was instead of it being.
That was always part of the plan. That was always Sam Raimi's vision for that. So
but instead of it being quote unquote the new Goblin, where was the Hobgoblin at?
I don't know.
Where's the Goblin truck from? What's the name of that movie with Stephen King? Maximum Velocity, I think that's what it's called. Maximum Overdrive. Overdrive.
Yep. Oh, shit.
But then again, there's not really anything we can do. I mean, what's done is done, and I kind of hope. I know this is probably rumors or maybe it's just like trolling, but then again, I hope it is true. I hope there is a 4th movie for Tobey Maguire because I really want him to see back in that suit again. In a standalone movie with Spider-Man just after the 3rd one.
Yeah.
Should I talk about my thing that I was planning since we're talking about Spider-Man? William knows about this. Should we talk
Sure.
about it? Can I make it public?
Go ahead.
All right.
Go ahead.
Today I made it public on Letterboxd before. I did a paint drying post about it. But speaking of Spider-Man, I'm going to attempt starting very soon. I decided, hey, I had this idea on Saturday that why not? It would be fun if I could go through an actor or actress that I like and go through their entire filmography, see everything that they've done, like all their movies and all that stuff, right?
You're talking like main actors like Tobey Maguire, Kirsten Dunst, and
Talk about the second one because I'm going to start with Kirsten Dunst. Because I'm going to watch every single movie she's been in. All 78 of them.
Jeez.
How can one keep up with 78 films with one actress?
People have done it. I've seen a lot of people on Letterboxd do Ryan Gosling binges and Mark Ruffalo binges.
You know, when I first came
Christian
to
Bale.
the Fantastic Forum,
Christian Bale,
or just
exactly.
the network, or just the network community in general, I just thought everybody watched every film in general. But then again, I kind of overestimated you guys. No offense.
But hey, 77 movies, at least it's not 1,000. But I really did it because of her new film, Civil War, which is out now in theaters. And it's the main reason why I'm doing this. Plus, I've always admired her as an actress. And yes, I have a crush on her. Ah ha ha! Laugh at the motherfucker who has a crush on her. Ha ha ha! You're so funny.
Wait, you have a crush on who now?
Kirsten Dunst.
Hey, I got no problem with that.
Me neither.
But I know I'm talking about my viewers. They're like they're gonna be roasting me on the. There's gonna be Comedy Central roast. Anyway,
well, here's the thing. Okay, hold on. At least you can get an erection over Kirsten Dunst than they can, trying to hit puberty.
She's not the ultimate crush. I'll say I'm gonna keep that confidential for now, but only the people who know me the most know who that is. The rest for you is fucking confidential for now until it's absolutely necessary for me to reveal that information. Anyway,
there's no G in chilling with Jordy, Chayton.
Yeah.
Anyway,
wrong answer.
This is what I said in terms of the rules I have for myself on Letterboxd. Okay, I'm gonna read this.
He's gonna weed the rules. Weed the rules.
Okay, so I'm going to embark to watch her entire filmography, everything, all 78 films, documentaries, short films, and a TV episode of an anthology series that got canceled by ABC very quickly, but I found it on Tubi, so I could watch that. And also, I'm going to watch the 2 short films that she has directed, and another short film, I'm going to review an episode of another anthology series that's she has a cameo in, which the episode in question is from Black Mirror, which mainly stars her husband, Jesse Plemons, who's also in Civil War as well. I will also be counting the original 1998 dub of Kiki's Delivery Service, since she does voice the main character in that dub of Kiki's
that's
Delivery
right.
Service.
That's right.
So I will be watching the dub in this case, and I also found out by Letterboxd recently. Speaking of which, side note, Letterboxd will be adding TV shows to their app and their website later this year. So I'll get to that later.
Wait, hold on. Lars von Trier. You mean?
Wait. I'm gonna answer one at a time. So, if by the time I'm not finished with this and that happens, I will be including the likes of Fargo season 2 on that list, and also the sole season of Becoming a God in Central Florida. Fuck you, Showtime, for canceling that. And answer the question: am I gonna watch Melancholia? Yes, I am. I'm gonna watch Melancholia.
Why would you wait?
Oh gosh.
I am.
So you're gonna watch something made by Lars von Trier?
Trust me, Victor.
I have to be perfectionist. I have to watch everything.
Trust me, Victor.
Wait.
You have to prepare yourself.
Wait, hold on. Does professionalism, be thrown out the window if you have a person that's directing the film that's, a despicable piece of shit?
to be fair, she doesn't like him either. She was right next to him at Cannes when he announced that he sympathized with Nazis, and her face says it all. There's the video. It's public. You can watch it if you want.
Okay, Hunter just said this. He blacklisted every one of Lars' movies.
I will be watching Melancholia just one time. I will never be watching that
Wow.
again. We're gonna get it and get it over with.
Dude, trust me, you need some good luck on
It's gonna
that.
be the toughest of her movies to get through, and that's not because of her. It's because of Lars. And fucking Kiefer Sutherland's in that movie. Jack Bauer, what the fuck are you doing working with Lars von Trier? What the fuck are you doing, man? You shot him.
Jack, what were you doing? Get back to 24.
Did Kim made you make that movie? I don't know.
Get back to 24 where you belong, Jack.
Wait. So Victor trying to be professional, just like his public speaking skills.
Oh, shut up.
Oh.
And the Crow Salvation? Yes, I will be watching the Crow Salvation. I will. I'm gonna give it a chance.
So why?
Not as bad as the second movie.
Is that the fourth one?
But still, why?
No, that's
why
the third one.
But still, why?
Shit.
But here's the thing. I'm about to say something funny. Why torture yourself by watching movies made by Lars von Trier?
Because of her. Because of Kirsten. That's it. That's the only reason why I'm watching this. Because I want to complete her entire filmography. That's it. That's the only reason. And otherwise, I'm not touching a Lars von Trier movie ever again after this. I'm never.
Never?
Never, ever again. Not James.
Never, ever,
None of that shit.
Never.
Well, that's
okay. That's enough.
Yes, I heard The Crow Salvation is better than Wicked Pair, which is the one with David Boreanaz, the guy who plays Angel on Buffy. And
Jordy watched. Jordy
Tara
watched.
Reid and fucking Cheech.
Yeah.
No, it's Jenny Trejo who's in it, not Cheech.
Hang on a second. Jordy watched The Room again? No. You know, okay. You know what's so funny? Okay, you know what's so funny? It's funny he brings that up. This little peanut nut looking cocksucker over here. He goes on the Filmtastic forum saying, "Oh, hi, Jordy," you know, and then all of a sudden,
I will not be going through Matt Damon.
But then all of a sudden, Hunter out of nowhere. And then Hunter comes out of nowhere saying, "How's your sex life?" You know what I say?
Cheap
It's not cheap.
I said Matt Damon. I'm sorry.
They can't even do the chicken box.
When I was sleeping the other night, and my tongue is kind of all over the place. So Matt Dillon, not Matt Damon, not Matt Damon, Matt Dillon.
Matt Damon.
And that will also mean I'll be watching Small Soldiers because of this. And Jumanji, an Interview with Vampire, and all the Spider-Man movies. And Bring It On again. And the first one, not the fucking sequel. Fuck any of the Bring It On sequels. Any of them. Fuck off.
Give it a while, Chait, and the Wi-Fi shit here. I can't.
Anything else I wrote down here? I will not be going in any particular order when I'm watching these movies. I will not go in release date order. I'm gonna go I'm going by however I feel like it. Whatever movie I want to watch, I'm gonna watch it because I've already thought about what I was.
Come on.
I thought I was gonna either start with
what? Oh my god, it's gonna take a while before it gets to.
I want to talk. Let me talk.
I wasn't talking to you. I was talking to my messenger.
So, why are you talking to something that's like inaudible? Like you can't talk to messenger. Anyway, I was either gonna start with The Virgin Suicides. I was that Interview with the Vampire, or what was the other movie I did last night? But I was thinking about doing first. Hold on, I know those two. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna look.
Wait. Hold on. Victor's tongue all over the place. What a torture chamber session.
Oh, Jesus.
You're gonna need Jesus after all this.
Hold on. I'm gonna find out which other one I'm gonna. The other one that I was thinking about last night. Fuck.
Victor.
Hey, Capri Bunny.
Hold on.
I mean, I get it's free speech,
Okay.
but come on, dude. Like it's over. You're over F-bombing here.
Okay. It was either the Virgin Suicide's Interview with the Vampire or Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. It was either one of those three. If anybody else thinks differently, let me know in the comments down below. Which one should I start with? And I would recommend not anybody to say Spider-Man because that's too fucking obvious. I don't like obvious things
Oh,
to
that's
start
right.
off first. I'm leaving that for maybe the middle of the whole thing, or maybe still the beginning, but not like I will watch the entire trilogy in probably in one sitting. But yeah, I'm gonna be watching all of her movies. It will be fun.
You know that she can't. You know she can't scream. You know that good, right?
Who cares, asshole? Don't be a boo.
What?
I'm saying because
What?
I heard,
Thank you.
I watched a video that said that Kirsten Dunst, she couldn't, do a proper scream, during the first movie because, like, again, it's I don't know what's wrong with her, with her, lungs or her screaming pitch. I mean, I don't know.
What? That's just she can scream better than that chicken Halloween Resurrection.
Did she scream better than the? Oh my God! What was that movie called?
Which one?
And what's
Hold
funny
on,
about
I'm
this is
trying to
that
think
she has a cameo in Anchorman 2, so technically I have to watch the first one now because I've never seen the first Anchorman movie.
Oh yeah, she could scream. Maybe she could scream Josh better than that girl in Blair Witch Project.
Oh, for fuck's sake! Oh.
Hey,
I bet you Kirsten could scream better than that chick.
go ahead and play the clip that that I provided for you last week. Just to paint a picture of what I'm thinking right now.
What last week? What picture? What?
To paint a picture of what what I'm thinking right now. The clip I sent you that's out of context.
Oh, I don't know if I have it no more. I deleted it.
Oh,
Okay, Chaden asks, wait, what? You never seen the first Anchorman?
No, I don't. I haven't
Wow.
seen the first Anchorman. I haven't. I
Wow.
know. And
Okay,
the
that
reason
is
simple.
that's a funny movie.
I love the movie Step Brothers. I love that movie. And it's the same guy. I love
Step
me some
Brothers.
Step
Oh
Brothers.
my God.
Oh, yes.
It's a very funny movie, but there's a reason
Yes,
why
it
I
is.
haven't seen any other Adam McKay movies.
Oh my
because
God. The
It is
part
a
where the
funny movie.
dad, where he just takes,
Thanks.
one of those his stepson, he goes like, certain behaviors will not be tolerated. It's like, my ass is on fire.
I love me some Step Brothers. Fucking Catalina wine mixer.
I do too.
Blair Witch Girl, who activated the oh my God, Josh Peck.
Oh,
Oh my God. Speaking of which, I kind of owe him an apology because of, again, after that whole thing with the, like Quiet on the Set, because I thought he,
Brian
said that.
Peck is not related to Josh.
I know that, dipstick. I just thought he wasn't being supportive of Drake, but then I found out he is.
Okay, so as I was saying, she was an Anchorman. She was an Anchorman 2. What else do I gotta watch? I have to watch Civil War, obviously. I want to watch.
Why did you rub your ball sack off my drum set?
Fuck, I'm losing my train of thought very quickly. I'm trying to announce this nice event to everybody that I'm going to do on Letterboxd, and maybe this will make me popular on Letterboxd because I'm watching all of her fucking films.
Oh, so you're worried about popularity? Okay,
No, I'm not worried about popularity. I'm doing this for
I
fun.
see how
I'm
it is.
thinking I'm doing this for
Look at this,
fun.
William. He's
I'm
worried about.
doing it for
exactly.
fun.
Look at
I'm
this.
doing it for
Look at this,
fun.
William. He's worried about popularity.
I'm doing it for fun.
He's doing it for fun, Jordy.
Jordy. I don't want
Yeah,
to
but he said no. William, remember, he said that he thinks it'll make him popular on Letterboxd.
I am not a sellout. I'm just thinking maybe it might, maybe it won't. But hey, I'm going to do it for fun. For fun.
Do I have to come in and check your ears again, Jordy? Call Dr.
Fun.
William and I'll check them for you.
You come into this room, the last thing you're gonna be is walking out.
So let's see what else I said here. It said I was gonna watch. I said in here on this one. I said I will not go in any particular order in terms of the movies. When I do this, I'm just gonna watch them according to my mood in a given moment. Of course, I'm not gonna love every single thing that she's done. That I watch for this Melancholia. But for those who have attempted this kind of challenge before,
I don't bully Victor.
I mean,
what makes you think
career
that
is 100% perfect, but you go through the bad and the obstacles to find the buried treasure. I'm sure performances will maybe make up for the bad stuff I watch anyway. If this is successful, might do other actors I love, but we'll stick it for one at a time right now. I am giving myself a deadline. I'm giving myself a deadline.
Jose just said F this for friends. Okay, on. F this for fire that burns down the whole town. Do it for uranium.
I have never seen Small Soldiers,
so
I'm going to see what happens.
Survivors when you plankton.
But I will be watching Small Soldiers for the first time for this, and it's actually going to be pretty fun.
I'm not gonna lie, Small Soldiers
which Kirsten is in, so that's why I'm watching.
Small Soldiers. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, it's actually a pretty decent film. I'm not saying it's the greatest, but you know.
So I'll be watching that for this.
By the way, it's like Toy Story, only if it was, you know, little bit more more violent.
Didn't the trailer kind of
it was marketed to kids? Apparently, it's very fucking violent.
Yeah. The trailer was like pretty badly marketed, right?
No, I heard they try to market Small Soldiers as a kids movie, right? If I remember correctly. But then everybody was like, "Oh no, we're turned off because it's PG-13. I got a PG-13 rating, and it's pretty fucking violent."
Yeah, anyway. and the trailer also showed the toys being the heroes. But then when you go to see the movie, I've heard
the bad guys aren't they supposed to be
violent? They were the bad guys. Yeah, it's like they mislead you into thinking that the toys were going to be heroes.
And it's Kirsten Dunst and the other kid who are the main characters of the story who has to kind of
the Gorgonites. The Gorgonites are actually decent.
So yeah, that's and I'm giving myself a deadline to finish her movies. The deadline will be December 31st. I think that's a reasonable amount of time, considering you have to watch 78 movies.
You know what? So that's totally understandable.
So yeah,
hold on a second. You need to look at a mirror with that hairstyle of yours.
And also, I plan on this. I'll show you this, which I didn't post in the Letterboxd statement that I made. Once I'm done with every single movie she's done, I'm gonna probably on both. Not on both us. I'm not on both us. You see,
that's a fantasy.
That you'll never get.
My train of thought is fucking whopped, and I'm making up words now. Jesus Christ. Once I'm done with this Kirsten Dunst binge marathon, whatever the fuck you want to call it, I'm going to be ranking every single thing that she's done on this show. I'll be making a very special list that I created. Think of it this way:
all
you see my last season rankings before I updated them. Dude. Yeah, it's gonna be like 90 minutes long. Except it's gonna be like everybody's gonna watch it.
No. You're gonna have to do that. You're gonna have to do that in bits, like parts, like for each week.
I don't know. We'll see what happens. Depends on how long. Depends on. Fuck me.
Like I feel like it depends on like how many movies she has starred.
I can't do that, Victor. You know I don't swing that way.
Well, I feel like it depends on like how many movies she has starred in.
78.
Well,
again, if the TV shows come to Letterboxd by the time before I'm finished, I'll be accounting Fargo season 2 among other things in the TV category. So I hope Melancholia is number 1. No, it's probably gonna be
Melancholia,
which is the Lars von Trier movie. Melancholia is the Lars von Trier movie that she's in.
Dude.
God, Victor, you wonder why you don't need a virginity.
My God, you no wonder why you need a virginity break.
Victor, trust me.
If this is successful, other actors that I'm going to be doing, like if I can rank their filmography, I was thinking about Christina Ricci because Christina Ricci, I really love her a lot. Even when she was a kid, I liked her as an actress. Anyway, I guess what happened? Hold on,
mommy. Yeah.
Hi, mom.
Mommy.
Hi, mom.
Yeah.
Hi, mom.
Yeah.
I've had this thought too, where I actually want to watch like all the movies of a certain director he has done or he or she has done. You know, Jordy.
Sorry.
I was just thinking. I was just like thinking of a similar like thought where I would watch all movies director has done. You know.
What? I'm sorry. I'm very fucking distracted. What did you just say?
He was talking to me.
I was just thinking of like, you know, a future thought that I had in my mind where I would watch all of the movies a director has done. Like, for example, like Quentin Tarantino or Spielberg. That's why I've actually been thinking about as I've been lately because I figured it would be fun.
All of Lars von Trier's movies.
Tyler, piss off. Piss off. 2 movies, that's enough.
If I had to watch one of Lars von Trier's movies, it'd have to be out of desperation.
Okay. So yeah, that's all I wanted to say. I'm going to be doing that. I'm going to be starting this week, and I'll be keeping updates as I go along. Eventually on the show, probably not as a topic, but you know, like, for example, every month or so, I'll update you all about what's going on, or maybe the next couple of weeks. I am not watching all of Uwe.
No. Listen.
No, he's referring to me.
The name Balls.
Tyler's referring to me, I think.
I still need to watch a Lars von Trier movie. You'll decide whose side I'm on. Good luck with that, because the House that Jack built, especially, that movie is indefendable. That movie is indefendable.
Dude, that movie
Neil
just
Breen movie.
like,
no, if we do a Neil Breen movie, Jordy would be more pissed than he'll apologize to Tommy Wiseau if he did a Neil Breen movie. He would apologize to Tommy Wiseau.
To be honest with you, I don't know if I'll ever apologize to Tommy Wiseau.
Don't count on it.
No,
because here's the thing. At least it's better than hearing.
By the way, Jose.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna be starting this week. I don't know what movie I'm gonna start off, but if you follow me on Letterboxd, link is in the description for my Letterboxd, which is the count.
I've been betrayed.
Look at this.
Oh, you dumbass.
Jose.
Tom Green. I will never watch all of Tom Green's movies. That is sadistic. Charlie's Angels is the only one I can fucking tolerate, but that's only because I haven't seen Road Trip.
So
yeah, I'm gonna be doing her filmography very like in a marathon. I don't know, sometime in the week, maybe this week if I have time, and it's certainly by this weekend. So I'll keep you posted in certain updates as I go along, and we'll rank them all at the end. Blah blah. Yeah. I'm talking for too long. William, do you have something you want to talk about? Because I already talked about two fucking things, and my fucking brain cells are fucking fried, and I don't know what the fuck I'm saying no more.
I only have one topic, but where did this list go?
My wayward dickheads.
Okay. All right.
William, your hands are. Tanner took a picture of your hands, and he put.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that with Obi. I remember that show. I remember that show so well.
Oh, Ubi. Oh, I remember that show.
You remember that? Ubi.
I remember it.
Yeah.
From Noggin.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ubi.
Noggin. Yeah. Ubi, you friends. I remember that show so.
Or even better. Game.
Yes.
Game.
By the way.
40 minutes of anime. Oh no, Jose, no. Well, Ben. I got an anime topic. It's the anime movie, but I'm gonna wait for William to get done.
Anyway, I talk for too much.
Ben,
I hope any of what I just said was comprehensible to anybody, because my fucking tongue fucking hurts, and it bit my fucking tongue, and I.
Oh my god! But Ben,
I bit my tongue. Oh wait, that's Fred the movie. That movie is so bad.
Oh god! But
I bit my tongue.
Ben.
Daddy, would you like some sausage?
No.
I'd rather put that sausage on Victor's ball sack.
Piss off.
Speaking of sound, like, would you like some sausage? It's like he's sounding. It's like he's trying to sound Asian. You know, it almost reminds me of the whole "me so horny" from Full Metal Jacket.
Oh,
Jordy.
Who said
he's
that?
Like Tanner. That's Tanner.
Tanner only sent that because I was doing an imitation of Tommy Wiseau.
At least you're not Ezekiel Sims. Otherwise, we would have to ADR you.
You know the suicide scene that Tommy Wiseau does in the room.
Mhm.
That's what I was imitating. Photo.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know if you guys know this. Just to let you guys know, before WrestleMania Night 2, I actually watched Full Metal Jacket.
It's a very good movie.
And it was the first time I watched it. And the funny thing about that movie is the fact that now I know where that whole Miso Honey comes from because I did not expect that.
Dude,
I think it's a very good movie. I think the first half is better than the second half.
The whole point where
I'm one of those people,
it's half comedy.
I actually love those
half
parts.
Drama /
war.
What?
It's a war movie.
Uh-huh.
I can't even say. Well, I don't. Well, and again,
I
I don't know if I can
them at war.
It's a war movie too, yeah, and I can't even call it horror because there's nothing scary in this film.
Not horror. I said war, not horror.
I know.
Why am I saying war?
What? Why are you? Oh my
thoughts on what it is. Like, I agree with you. It's a war movie. Now, as for anyone who thinks it's a horror film, I wouldn't go that far because there's no scary bits in here.
Well, there is one part when he shoots the fucking guy at the end. That's scary.
Wait. Are you talking about the guy in the bathroom?
The Matthew Modine character, I think he fucking shoots somebody at the end. He shoots a kid or something at the end.
Shoots a kid. Oh, no. That was you're talking about that Vietnamese woman.
Yeah, he kills her. And the whole thing is that he doesn't want
well,
to
that
kill
was
her,
the well, here's the thing, Victor, that was an act of mercy.
Here's the thing, though. Because remember, the movie is all about criticizing Vietnam. That's pretty much what it is. It's criticizing Vietnam and the things that the American military had to go through in Vietnam before we got pulled out.
Wait. Jordy was trying to gather spirit bomb in that picture. Okay, that's funny. But anyway, let's go ahead and let
talk. I'm talking too much.
Wait, where did this list go? Jose sent me. Okay. I know Jose sent me this one like a few weeks ago, and it is the top 30 worst movies of the century so far.
Worst movies of the century, so from 2000 on.
Horror film?
What? Yeah.
I said horror film at first. Instead of horror film. I said horror film.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Well, it does have a horror in it saying, "Miss so horny.
I have another horror for you.
So boring.
That, you mean, you're not wrong.
You're crap.
I'll be right back. I'm going to get myself some soda, okay?
You make Tramp from Lady in the Tramp look like not a tramp.
Alrighty. Number 30. Do I have to really talk about this before we excommunicated? Blood and Honey 1.
Blood and Honey.
Moving on.
You need to shut the fuck up.
Winnie Pooh, Blood and Honey is the greatest film of all time. We all know
No.
that.
Victor, piss off. Piss off. I am not watching that movie. Never.
No, boredom. At all. No, boredom. Boredom with Benji running.
That on the list?
I am not watching that movie. Literally, I'm just saying it right now. If anyone really dares me to watch that film, I am not doing it. Because I refuse to get my childhood butt fucked, and I refuse to waste my time with a movie. I would have lost. I would have.
What are you talking about? Like if you were dared to watch a movie, what are you talking about?
Like if someone dared me to watch, Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey, I would not do it. No, I am not.
I wouldn't want you to be put through that.
I am not doing it. I am not. I'm sorry.
To be honest with you, I wouldn't do it either because, again, like you, I refuse to have my childhood raped of its innocence of watching those kind of movies.
Yeah.
Well, my childhood's pretty much been raped by that
Oh, the
Powerpuff Girls
Pooniverse. Oh my god.
CW
The
bullshit
yeah,
that we're
yeah.
gonna do.
The one I consider that I make fun of calling it the Poontang verse.
Poontang verse.
Poontang Clan. No, not
Poontang Clan.
No,
Oh
it's
my god, that's
Wu-Tang
a
Clan, not
no.
Poontang Clan.
No. That's a new one. Let's make that into a thing. The Poontang Clan.
Okay, wait. That could be a parody of Wu-Tang Clan.
That's what I just said. Write it down.
Miso.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
Oh my gosh,
Hunter, that was funny. The Pootie Tang verse. Yes, that one Metal Labs. Yes.
All right, number 29, After Earth.
Garbage. I am no coward. Fucking when M. Night Shyamalan was absolutely horrible.
Yeah.
I'm not Shyamalan.
Number 28.
I'm not a coward.
Street Fighter: The Legend of Chun-Li.
I heard the first one's bad too.
If you think the first one was bad, no, you ain't seen nothing. Number 20. What's up?
What's her name from Smallville? Isn't that chick Lana Lang from Smallville? Isn't she in the one to Chun-Li? Doesn't she play Chun-Li?
Hold on a second.
If she plays Chun-Li, that has to be like a worse casting choice.
Hold on. Ben sent something in the. Wait.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Okay. You know what? Thank you, Tanner, because that is actually true what you just said there in the film tester form. And Ben replied to me doing that pose. Hold on.
Oh, Jesus Christ. But yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the chick who plays Lala.
That's him doing
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
I'm pretty sure.
That's the voice. That's the voice message because I did this. Number
and
20.
also, what's his name?
Yeah.
Chris Klein from American Pie is in American Pie.
You're better than
Hold
this.
that thought, Victor.
You know
Hold that
what?
thought. Maybe you could torture
Okay,
Tanner.
I got
you could
something
torture Tanner for watching American Mary before I did, and you could torture him. We could review American Pie because it's the 25th anniversary. Ooh.
You know what I think? I know what I can do to make Ben laugh on him. Wow, something in my butthole, something to get her good.
Soundbite.
Yeah, soundbite. Yeah.
Soundbite. Right now.
Oh my god, I don't even. My fucking brain is fried. I don't even know what the fuck I'm doing.
Number 27. Alex, Holmes and Watson.
Oh my god, I heard that's
Whoops,
terrible.
Watson.
Yeah. And I remember Romy had to do a review on it on both of us one time.
Like he lost some like bet or like some game, like blackjack or something. He had to review Holmes and Watson.
Yeah, he had to. Number 26. The Haunting of Sharon Tate.
That movie is fucking terrible.
That movie is so
Despicable.
bad. Yeah. 25. Glitter.
Fuck that movie.
Number 24. Roberto Benigni's Pinocchio.
No, oh my god.
Pinocchio's Panini's.
I never
Roberto
seen.
Benigni. Oh, thank you, everybody. I want to thank Harvey Weinstein.
I never seen the movie, but it has to be better than anything Robert Zemeckis has done.
Well, yeah, it's not saying very much.
Number 23, Kirk Cameron Saving Christmas.
Oh, again, I heard that movie is fucking terrible. It's fucking funny at the same time because of how fucking absurd half the damn thing is. They made Santa into like a killer. Like some of the theories in the movie that Santa is like a killer. Was supposed to be a killer or something. I don't fucking know.
You know, that kind of reminds me. Making a Santa a killer. That kind of reminds me of like a movie. You ever heard of the movie called Santa's Sleigh?
Oh my god, Santa's Sleigh.
No. What about Santa the Slayer?
Santa's Sleigh? Is that a real film?
Yes, no, Santa's Sleigh.
Yeah, it is a real film.
Look
That's
this up.
A real film, but I was thinking, what about Santa the Slayer? That would have been a better film title.
I can find out what the fuck this is.
It's the one with Bill Goldberg as Santa.
Bill Goldberg?
Oh no!
Wait, what year did it come out? What year did it come out?
Oh my god, that came out around like what 2005.
2005.
That was a year after Goldberg stopped wrestling.
Romy would tell you a thing about that.
That's the movie it's called. Cause I'm trying to fucking find it.
Yes.
Goldberg.
Santa's Sleigh.
I've heard that movie is ridiculous, man.
Oh no, I spelled it wrong. Fuck.
Yep.
I spelled
Write
it
that
wrong. Give me a moment, please.
And you know who also produced this movie along with the two other producers? Brett Ratner.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Hold on. I got one for you. Ratner.
I am not joking.
Oh, wait, maybe it's a pun. Santa's Sleigh, not Slay with the H.
Yeah. That movie I've heard is ridiculous, man.
What the fuck? Chris Kattan is in the movie.
Yeah.
Emily DeRavin, the chicken place Claire on Lost. What the fuck? This is during like season 2 or 3. No, season 2. Came out around time, but season 2 was what the. No wonder fucking Rousseau took the baby at this point. My baby.
Claire must have been doing this movie, and she was like, "I want to stay on that fucking island."
Oh my god!
I am not joking.
Bill Goldberg, and Fran Drescher and James Caan.
Yeah, no joke.
From Friday, the Debo from Friday.
I am not joking.
Real.
Ask Romy about it. He'll tell you a thing or two about it.
This is from 2005.
Yeah, one of the worst years ever for film. At least that Dingo didn't eat the baby.
Oh my god, thanks for murdering my fucking brain cells, William. I fucking appreciated that.
I am not joking though.
At least the Dingo didn't eat the
Yeah. Dingo.
Dingo, good one. Good one. Trying to be Oz from Buffy. Good one.
Number 22. I'm glad I'm doing this list because Jared is not here because he would have lost brain cells too. The Hottie and the Naughty.
Oh, that movie is bad, bro.
Oh.
He would have lost his fucking brain cells about Santa's Sleigh anyway. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
One of these days, we're gonna if it gets mentioned again, we're gonna fucking tell him about that fucking movie because
dude, we have to.
He's gonna be fucking flawed, not just because of Claire, but because of the fact that Chris Kattan and the nanny, the chick from the nanny. What the fuck?
Number 21. Catwoman.
Terrible. Catwoman is terrible. I want to thank Warner Brothers for putting me in this piece of shit gun.
Number 20. Fan Four Stick.
Terrible.
Yep. What needs to be said about it? Number 19. Bucky Larson, Born to Be a Star.
The worst Happy Madison movie. It is. To me, it's the worst.
I was originally not going to see it, but then I literally took the bullet on Christmas Eve, and I was like, you gotta be kidding me.
I should reconsider doing this Christina Ricci marathon because she's in Bucky Larson. I should really reconsider because I don't want to watch Bucky Larson ever again.
Oh, gosh. Number 18, The Adventures of Pluto Nash.
Oh, my God. That movie is, like, for the first 2 acts, and I was thinking to myself, I want to watch it. I was like, oh, this is not so bad. It's not great.
But then came the final act.
It wasn't great, but it wasn't terrible. But then that final act showed up, and it was just like, and the twist...
What?
Fucking terrible. And what the fuck?
Wait, where did Jordy go?
Oh, he went AWOL. The internet took a shit, clearly.
Oh, shit. And I thought my internet can be pretty bad.
Hopefully we don't have to do the rest of the review. We're talking about this bullshit. Oh my god, I'm losing it.
Soundbite, please.
I'm losing it. I am losing it in front of everybody. This is like me having a mental breakdown.
Oh, there you are.
Hello? Jordy?
Hello?
Are you trying to scare me? I hope you're not trying to scare me.
Well,
no.
Well, if Jordy were to scare you, though, that's only, that's only Ibarra would do if he was on, you know.
Or David.
Oh, like that time where freaking he said those loud sound bites and it scared the crap out of David.
What about the Born Identity?
I remember you guys were laughing for like 10 minutes straight when David witnessed that. But 17, Norm of the goddamn North.
Terrible.
Yeah.
Rob Schneider is a polar bear.
What? Oh, never mind. Number 16, Cats.
Fuck you, Tom Hooper. You're in director's jail for a fucking reason.
Yep. Number 15, I'm glad that Jordy is not here because he would have lost his mind too. 15 is Dragon Ball Evolution.
Oh my god.
I'm glad like the internet took a dump on Jordy because he would have not want to hear that, you know.
Okay, let's see if we get him now. Can you hear us?
Jordy?
Can you hear us? Irv to Jordy. Irv to Jordy. Oh,
Jordy.
what the fuck are we?
Jordy.
Hello? What the hell's going on here? Oh, for fuck's sake. We're gonna ruin our fucking it's gonna ruin our fucking show, Gray. Another fucking disaster. Something is wrong. No shit, Jordy. No, something is wrong. Great. This is turning into a Magnolia situation. I can't hear or see you guys. Wait, can the viewers, can you hear or see us? Can you hear or see us right now? Are we on the air just fine?
Yeah.
Let's clarify.
Are we?
I want to answer.
Answer me, damn it!
Hunter says he can. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know what's going on here. Hold on.
What? Oh no.
Oh no. Oh god, we're gonna have to cancel. Great.
Oh no.
Great. Just to make this day a little more difficult. Great. Yes, they say you can't hear or see me. Yes, they can. Let's try that one more time. Can you hear me? Irv to Jordy. Can you hear me?
Jordy.
Oh, for fuck's sake. This is fucking internet issues are fucking pain in the ass. Great. Just wonderful.
Oh my gosh.
Unbelievable. Why did this have to happen? They're nearly 90 fuck, excuse me.
Yep, there you go.
90 minutes into the Papa, can you
Papa, can you hear? Yeah. Okay, Hunter Hughes says, moral of the story, vacation Wi-Fi sucks ass. I agree. Because I actually been there before.
Let's have a look. Come on. Give me something. Give me something. Come on.
Come on.
Come on.
Come on, Jordy.
Damn it. I don't work well off of just one other person. Oh, no.
I don't either.
Great. We're fucked for the rest of this, are we? We're fucked.
Oh, no.
Jesus Christ. Technical fucking difficulties, everybody. Please bear with us while we try to make this right. Oh, jeez. Let's see. Fucking internet issues. Because the thing is, it's not involving us. Our internet connections are fine. It's not like we're having the same fucking thing. There's a fucking blackout everywhere, and fucking Sonic caused a blackout.
Or me when I froze 15 times during that Free Willy episode. Remember that shit? Yeah, and I even you still have those photos. Oh, no. No, it was actually Jose who took those photos of me when my camera was frozen.
Mm,
Oh my gosh, Jose.
I guess you're trying again.
Um,
In the criminal justice system, this no, I was gonna make a fucking SVU joke. Fuck it. Just go to the punchline. No. 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 There, that's better.
Oh no.
You guys have a plan? I mean, I could stop the stream, but at the same time, you know, we're already this far away. So like, it's not like because I have control over the stream. Me and David. So it's not ending the stream is not going to be much of a problem. But
And we're about to hit the 90-minute mark too.
We're not. We're about to hit a 90 fucking minutes, and we were doing just fine, and then boom, 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 the fucking glitches happen. And he warned us too that this could possibly happen. And I was saying, okay, okay, let's try that one more time. Can you hear me?
I can hear you now. Can you hear me?
Thank God.
Oh, thank God. Woo!
I apologize to everybody for the technical difficulties. We've managed to get it under control. Good God.
You know, even if I wasn't able to get back on here, you guys can handle yourselves without me. You know that, right?
No, I don't feel that way personally. I have self-doubt.
Would you please talk with...
What?
Don't talk with your mouth full.
I always talk full with mouth full all the time.
What?
Anyway, is William done with his topic, or is did I just...
You should continue now, William.
All right, you want me to continue?
Yeah, continue where you left off.
All
Sorry,
right.
folks. I apologize.
Number 14, Uwe Boll's Alone in the Dark.
I heard that movie is so bad. Was it Christian Slater? Is that what Christian Slater?
Yep.
Oh my God.
And I cannot believe he came out of retirement.
Okay, fuck Uwe Boll. He's a fucking hack.
Yeah. Number 13, Gotti. You cocksucker. Do you realize what you've done? This is gonna follow you for the rest of your fucking life. Bush.
And I cannot believe that the director of that movie is Kevin Conley, who played E on Entourage.
Oh, what?
Yes. He did. Steven Dorff. Fuck Steven Dorff. I make good movies. I only make good movies. Yeah, Bucky
Says
Larson.
who?
Fear.com.
But says who?
Yeah, German loophole. Jordy, you're still with us, right?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Okay.
Okay. Thank God.
Because I was
Number
a
12.
little quiet for a second there. Okay, continue.
I really felt meh when I was watching the Emoji Movie.
Meh? I felt like movie was dead.
That movie is so bad. Number 11, Freddy Got Fingered. Number 10.
Number fucking 11.
Did they ever finish that story?
Number 11.
Blame. Ask Watch Mojo
William,
then.
Don't make me pull out the fucking belt.
Number 10. A movie that we have to do because it's on the wheel. Geely.
Shoot me.
Number
Shoot
9.
me whenever we get to Geely.
9. Son of the Mask.
Terrible fucking movie.
More like son of a bitch, right?
Terrible movie.
Yep. Number 8 is a movie we've already reviewed. The Last Airbender.
Fuck you, M. Night. Bring me.
Number 7.
Oh, you're elderly.
Oh, gosh. Penis hair. Number 7, movie 43.
Movie 40. Oh, I have never seen that, but I heard it's god awful.
God waffle.
Didn't Ben put that movie as one of the films for Under Your Punishment or something to vote?
I think he did, but Barney won. Remember?
Yeah.
Barney won. I'm sorry if I sound like I got 20 balls in my mouth.
sadistic. Number 6, Birdemic, Shock and Terror.
Fucking Birdemic.
Hey, Martha, I said not to have birds in here when we have guests.
Number 5, Super Babies, Baby Geniuses 2.
That movie is fucking god awful. That's terrible.
I've heard. Number 4,
Also,
Food
Justin
Fight.
Chatwin's in that movie right before he met John Locke in that fucking farm. And before he became Goku.
Yeah. 4 is Food Fight.
4 is Food. That's a movie? Oh, it's a movie?
Food Fight. You remember that?
Food Fight. Fuck me. Oh my god. Charlie Sheen. Oh my god.
Yeah. Number 3, Jack and Jill.
Terrible, but it's not as bad as Bucky Larson.
Number 2, Battlefield Earth.
Endless options for renewal. No, I have to go like this. Endless options for renewal.
And number 1, Cheap.
Do
we have to pull the clips?
Yeah, here we go. I think I found it. Cheap. Come on. Cheap.
You betrayed me. You're not good. You're just a chicken. Chip.
Duncan no, burn it. That's what. Burn it.
To the ground. And that's it.
Yay! Jordy, you want to talk now? Jordy.
Oh, no.
His mic is muted, though.
Jordy.
His mic is muted. There you go. Now he's off.
What?
Well, I just said to him, his mic was muted. He probably was glitching out, but his mic was muted. I'm talking about your mic, Jordy.
I know that. You need something?
No. Your topic now.
That's my only topic.
Oh.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, so hopefully if I don't get, bumped out of here.
Hopefully we shouldn't have that happen again. That was just a one-time occurrence, hopefully.
Yeah.
So
Fingers
basically,
crossed, everybody, fingers crossed.
I'm gonna give a quick review of a movie that I watched with my mom last week on Thursday before Rant and Rave 236. And funny thing is, I had to take control of that stream while at the same time having to watch a movie earlier in the day of the afternoon. So it's Spy Family.
The
Code
X is
White.
silent. It's just like Godzilla Kong. The X is silent.
Victor, shut the fuck up. It's my moment.
Okay, fine.
See, you guys had to review a movie last week, but that wasn't even the main movie for last week. Now it's my turn.
All right, your turn. Go. I'm gonna shut up now.
So it's called Spy Family or Spy X Family, whatever you want to call it or pronounce it. Code White, not black. Like seriously. So it's basically the first movie of the Spy Family franchise, and it's actually kind of funny as hell, and it's very, very awesome. If you guys don't know the plot of the movie, it's basically about this, family that's, obviously a fake family, but it's, mostly for the, to look at the public eye as they're all like a normal family. They've got a mom, a dad, a child, and also a dog or a pet, whatever you want to call it, just to have their own secrets. One is a top secret spy, the other an assassin. The child has telepathic, abilities, and the dog can, do like Bardock could do at the time. I can see the future. So yeah. Pretty much all this movie is about is obtaining, enough ingredients for, to cook something for the principal to earn a Stella Star. If you earn 8 Stella Stars, then that means you will, become a highly, like a big time scholar, I believe, earning like an educational thingy. I don't know what it is. Basically, it makes you a top tier scholar, to put it simply. And basically, they get involved in this, army that's, a part of, again, the whole point is Westalis and Ostania. They're, it's trying to prevent all out war with each other because it's the Cold War era, I believe. They, pretty much, have another army to deal with that's trying to instigate shit. And of course, everything goes all crazy. And it ends up being funny. I actually think that the way how they pulled this off, it would not surprise me if they made this movie into a multi-episode arc in the next season for Spy Family. However, if they don't, this probably will be the only film that has never been adapted into TV or in the manga. So it's actually kind of pretty interesting when you think about it, because it'll be taking place between seasons 2 and 3. So, not to give out too much, information out there about the movie. If you want to see it, check out your local theaters. Like I did with Art and Regal. I think the movie in general, not to give it too much praise, because I don't want to feel like I'm overpraising it. I'll give it a 4.5 out of 5. Unlike the 5 out of 5, because again, I don't want to act like as if I'm a suck up or a kiss ass.
Yeah, I was to make a joke, but I was like, oh crap, should I make a joke about this? I'm having second thoughts about making a certain joke.
So yeah, if you want to know what Spy Family is, go ahead and watch it on Hulu. They've already got the first 2 seasons,
and Disney Plus for that matter, probably,
for both Japanese and English dubs. And you can,
I'm sure it's on Crunchyroll as well. I'm sure it's on
or the subtitles. Would you shut the fuck up?
I'm trying to shill Crunchyroll, okay?
Well, Crunchyroll can crunch my ass.
Hey, they're the reason why that Dragon Ball Super movie even got released in the fucking theaters, or Demon Slayer for that matter.
Oh my god! Don't even get me started on Demon Slayer, because they can't even put out a new Demon Slayer if it saved them. They don't. I mean, all they do now, because other than the Mugen Train, that was the only movie. The other ones, it's not movies. It just lead ups into the next season premiere.
It's pretty much just a clip show.
It's not a clip show. It just has episodes that lead in to the next season. That's it.
Even though you can watch it for free on your fucking TV. I don't understand the logic in that.
Anyway, my point being, watch the first 2 seasons before you watch this movie. Otherwise, you won't get the idea of who these characters are and why they are so lovable and
just
very
like
enjoyable to watch.
A random episode, you'll get confused.
That's what I was going to ask you. I was going to ask you the same question, Jordy, as if you need to watch the series before you watch the movie.
Yes, I highly recommend it, because that way you won't understand the characters, nor would you understand why they are so lovable and enjoyable to see on the screen.
Okay.
So yeah, me and my mom, we watched it together. We enjoyed ourselves. It because I was the reason why she's into Spy Family, and yeah, me and her had a good time.
Was it dub or sub? Dub or sub?
We watched it with the dub.
Well, I watched anime. I feel more comfortable watching the dub anyway, rather than the sub. I'm sorry, I don't care what anybody says. I prefer watching dubs over subs, if possible.
The only reason why I watched season 2 sub is because the English dub had not been released yet, which, again, it is understandable. But then again, it's it's whatever. Now, tomorrow and next week will be the final 2 episodes of the Bad Batch season 3 and the series finale.
Yep, it's like Lost. It's all ending. It's all over. It's gonna come to an end. You're gonna be crying.
But as soon as that happens, we're gonna have Tales, of the Empire,
which comes out, I think, on Star Wars Day. Don't quote me on that, but I think it does.
I can quote you on that because it does.
Okay, so Disney Plus virtual premiering on a Saturday. That's never happened before. It's history.
But other than that, yeah, 4.5 out of 5 for the
when does
spy.
that come out?
I don't know.
It's somewhere. It has to be somewhere like in early June, I
I
believe.
think it's in June, but I don't remember the date.
I can look it up for you. The Acolyte.
Hey, Monsters at Work, May 5th on Disney Plus. There you go.
So yeah, Spy Family, Code White, 4.5 out of 5.
Okay.
The Bad Batch final 2 episodes. The first one will be tomorrow. The last one will be next week on May the 1st. And then
June 5th from Hunter. That's when the actual premiere.
It actually is going to be premiering its first 2 episodes on June 4th.
Oh, June 4th, not June 5th. Write that one down. But considering it's the Acolyte, I'm considering maybe talking about it on a week-to-week basis with Jordy and going a little bit more in depth than the usual.
Because I think we should. Because here's the thing. The fact that you had some of these, dweebs online.
Oh my God! Don't get me started with those motherfuckers.
No, you know what? I want to start. You want to know why? Because I get so sick and tired of someone acting like
woke.
They can't. It's like you can't make anybody happy anymore. Like if you don't want to watch it, then don't watch it. Like, I mean, sure, your opinion matters, but only to an extent, to the point where you're acting like an asshole.
Why are you judging it based on a fucking trailer?
You're exactly.
Yes. Exactly, Jordy's point.
Apparently, the trailer's only about 60 seconds long. How can you judge an entire show based on 60 seconds?
Yeah, I mean, it's mind-boggling. And also,
it could be interesting. I haven't watched the trailer because I want to go in blind, but I'm interested to see how it goes.
Same here. And you know what? After I've watched it, I'm going to give out my opinion, and Victor will probably give out his too, because here's the thing. We'll give out our opinions of what we like and what we dislike, what's in the show. That's it. And after that, we're not going to harp on it like all these other people do.
Week-to-week basis on that kind of thing. So
we might harp on it just to vent out from time to time, because again, we might get angry and all that. But still,
depends on how the show goes. But
yeah. I mean, look at all these other shows. Look at the Book of Boba Fett. I mean,
that's a lot of shit. A lot of shit. I don't get it.
Oh yeah.
I mean, well, here's the thing. Justin Williams was on my side when it came to the whole, like if you don't like it, don't watch it. But here's the thing. They act like as if the show wasn't really all about Boba Fett, like it's one of the episodes. Because, well, here's the thing. The reason why Din Djarin. Hold on a second. The reason why Din Djarin took up most of the screen time was because it was filler. Because if it wasn't for the Mandalorian, there would have been no Book of Boba Fett.
I personally think of it this way. The Book of Boba Fett is Mandalorian season 2.5. It's season 2.5.
You can call season 2.5.
Civil War is technically Avengers 2.5.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. You can call it the 2.5 or whatever, but here's the thing. At the end of the day, it is about Boba Fett, and it's about others around him, not just.
And also, without Book of Boba Fett, there will be no context for season 3. Like, why the fuck is Grogu there all of a sudden?
Exactly. Because people don't want to, understand the fact that it's telling a story. It's not trying to
finishing the story.
Story.
My point is the fact that people need to understand, like, you give things time to produce. You don't just ask and demand for it.
Rush. You want it,
or
you want
rush,
a rush
or otherwise you're not going to like it.
You want a rushed product? Well, about most of the MCU TV shows, no, that's a rushed product right there. Most of them. I said most of them, not all of them.
But anyway.
WandaVision is the best one. It's the first one, and it's the best, and nobody can fucking change my opinion on that. Thank you very much.
Yeah, but then again, sometimes they just really need to chill out on those shows because of its quantity.
Be cool. Stay cool. Bird boy. Oh no, that's Batman and Robin.
Be honest with you, I mean, at least Arnold Schwarzenegger's likable in that movie.
Yeah, of course. That's why I watch it. It's funny just to watch Arnie because he knows what kind of movie he's in.
Now, here's the thing. Here's the thing. I have had an epiphany about George Clooney's, role in that movie, and here's the thing. I think he was good for the role, but here's the problem.
He was just playing the same character he did on ER because he was still on ER at
that
time.
But let me finish, Victor, please. I just need to ask for that. What I'm saying is, he was perfect for the role. It's just that the material he's given,
it's terrible.
That's the problem. Like, hello, Freeze, I'm Batman, or like, or some other cheesy pickup line, because that's what they did to this movie. They made it too cheesy.
Hey, Freeze! The heat is on.
A movie that cost supposedly like $100 million. It looks cheap too. Like,
it kind of does, yeah. It looks too colorful too.
The icicles are sticking out of somebody's car, and it looks so fake. It's not even funny.
And let's not forget, the dance sequence where it's too colorful.
I mean, let's give this movie. I mean, the only thing I can give this movie credit is this: nobody gets killed in this movie for whatever reason. I mean, sure, there's minor or little to no one like that gets killed.
It doesn't have a body count, and especially when it comes to the Christopher Nolan Dark Knight trilogy, there's a body count in those.
Yeah, but here's the thing. But here's the problem: the fact that this is the fourth and final movie that was supposed to be the Tim Burton saga and all that.
And there was supposed to be a fifth one too, but they canned that.
Yeah,
Batman
triumphant.
Well, here's the thing: why wouldn't they? Because of the fourth one being as bad as it is. But the point is, regarding the fourth movie, I think that this was the only one that a main character didn't get killed off. Like
Alfred almost got killed, but then he got the cure at the end.
Yeah, I know that. Jesus Christ, help me.
Anyway,
that's pretty much all there is to it, so I think it's time.
Okay, it is time in about 60 seconds. Here, we'll be right back.
Now, when you buy the Sega Genesis that comes with Sonic 1, you'll get Sonic 2 absolutely free. Sonic 2 handles stubborn stains, embarrassing bald spots, no problem. It even slices and dices, makes thousands of julienne fries. But wait, you can play it too. This free Sonic 2 is a $54.99 value. You get 2 Sonics for the price of 1. Sonic 2 fits easily into any tackle box. Made from a space-age polymer plastic for years of family fun, and pets love it too. Buy the Sega Genesis that comes with Sonic 1 and get Sonic 2 free.
Act now. Wiener Dog Sweater sold separately.
When you've got the perfect gift, you know it. Shop Sale's incredible selection of Journey diamond jewelry. Save on this exclusive 1-carat diamond pendant, now just $7.99. At Sales, the diamond store.
Well, that's going to take us their entire video down.
So, how is it possible to use the Sonic the Hedgehog 2 box and chop all those veggies? How is it possible?
Even with a box like that, you couldn't cover Gary's bald spot.
Insert White Chick. Oh my God, I forgot that song is in White Chicks. Remember the scene where they're driving in the car and they're singing 1,000 miles? God.
That fucking movie.
That movie is so bad, it's so awful, but that's the only scene that I like. That's the only scene where I can actually fucking.
Hey, wait, Victor, did you download that clip I sent you last night, the one with the Two-Face?
Let me have I don't remember. Oh, well, Two-Face. You didn't send me a Two-Face.
No, it's in the Filmtastic forum.
I didn't download it.
Oh my God! What are we gonna do with this guy?
Jordy, I'm gonna kill this guy.
Oh Jesus!
You're the closest to him. Be my guest.
It's not supposed to be taken seriously, though.
You use the paper on the cover to wipe off the stains, just like a bounty towel, like a bounty paper towel. What else can you do with the Sonic 2 box? Maybe you could piss in it.
Well,
or hold up.
We do know one thing, that this film is one of the second out of 3 of this trilogy we're going to review. I picked it out because this one was already reviewed, and I wasn't even on here at the time. But
it was all the way at the very beginning of the show. Very beginning. It was
but here's the thing: I can give myself a quick review of the first one.
I'll do that once I play the spot. After I play the spot, and I do my exposition, then you could give your quick review about what you thought about. Because I did rewatch the first film as well. I did rewatch the first film.
Same.
Just to refresh my memory.
Oh, and by the way, from what I was told, Jared never got to see the first film, nor could he watch the second one, which is fine, but still.
My understanding, I don't know if Jared's seen it, but I was like, nah, I wasn't gonna plus he's swamped with homework and stuff. He has to,
which is fine. I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna, have him, dogged out for that. I mean, it's whatever. So.
But yeah, so today we're going to review the second Sonic film entitled, well, what do you expect it to be called?
And here we go. Eat your heart out, Shaun White.
Papa's got a brand new stash.
Oh Lord, there are two of them now.
You're never going to get my power.
Do I look like I need your power?
Sonic the Hedgehog 2.
Okay, Sonic the Hedgehog 2 is a 2022 action-adventure comedy film directed by, once again, by Jeff Fowler, who directed the very first movie. Screenplay is by Pat Casey, Josh Miller, and John Whittington. Casey and Miller wrote the first movie. John Whittington is the first... what else did he write? He wrote the Lego Batman movie and the Lego Ninjago movie and DC League of Super Pets. Story is by Pat Casey and Josh Miller, based on the video game Sonic the Hedgehog by Sega. Produced by, once again, Neil H. Morowitz. Does that name sound familiar? Well, Neil H. Morowitz produced the last film we talked about on this show, Cruel Intentions. He produced that movie. He also produced the very first movie. It was also produced by actor Toru Nakahara and Hitoshi Okono. I think that's how you pronounce his name. I'm very bad with names, as you can clearly fucking tell. And James Marsden, Ben Schwartz, Tika Sumpter, Natasha Rothwell, Adam Pauly, and Jim Carrey all reprise their roles. New to the cast this go around will be Shamar Moore, Colleen fuck! I can't pronounce his last name. O'Shaughnessy. Nessie. I apologize. I can't do it. I can't do it.
Hold on. What are you trying to say?
Her name. I'm trying to say this actress's name.
Colleen.
O'Shaughnessy, and as well as Idris Elba.
Someone please castrate. Someone please castrate Victor in the live chat for mispronouncing this woman's name.
And also new to the cast was Idris Elba. Colleen, not gonna pronounce her last name again. She voiced Tails in the games, and she reprises her role as Tails for the film. Idris Elba voices Knuckles in the movie. It was released on April 8th, 2022 by Paramount Pictures. Budget was $90 to $110 million, and it made $405.4 million worldwide, which was the second best, like, in terms of highest grossing. I think it was one of the highest grossing films of 2022, I believe. Don't quote me on that. I think. Let me have a look.
Oh, and let's not forget about Schwartz.
No, it didn't. It was not among the top 10. I think it was among the top 15. However,
well, at least it surpassed the first one in grossing. So,
granted, it was cut off by the pandemic. The first one was cut off by the pandemic. In terms of money.
Granted, remember this. Last film we saw before the pandemic was Sonic the Hedgehog. and the first film we see after the pandemic, Sonic the Hedgehog 2.
That went down. No Way Home came out December 2021. It made over almost $2 billion. Write that down. Write it down. A lot of people saw
No.
Write it
God
down.
damn it.
Not for the.
Yeah, write it down,
No
Jordy.
Way Home made more money than this movie did. So write it down.
My Protestant.
I'm fucking.
Not the one.
Write that down. Write that down.
I'm about to leave this panel if I keep getting interrupted.
Now.
Oh, he got all serious before I said that, huh?
Oh, poo-hoo. Anyway.
What I'm saying is that we're talking about during a time when we didn't have to wear masks in the theaters.
But here's the thing: wasn't there not a mask mandate when No Way Home came out? Could somebody, if anybody remembers, please feel free to correct me.
There was a mask mandate.
I don't remember. Anyway,
there had to have been because wasn't it released in 2021?
No. Sonic the Hedgehog 2, No Way Home came out in December 2021. December. Right.
Yeah, and then after the pandemic and all that,
without a mask.
Without a mask.
Okay, so let's see.
I think I'm owed an apology.
Fine. I'm sorry.
Thank you.
I'm sorry.
Damn, you're over milking it.
I'm sorry.
Gosh. Right.
He sounds like a cow giving birth, like after giving birth.
Okay.
He's like,
okay.
Moo.
I'm sure that's his time.
Okay. So now with the story, after settling in Green Hills, Sonic is eager to prove that he has what it takes to become a true hero. His test becomes
what he's trying to prove. He's trying to be a real man, only there's a problem.
His test comes when Dr. Robotnik returns with a new partner, Knuckles, in search of a mystical emerald that has the power to destroy civilizations. Sonic teams up with his own sidekick, Tails, and together they embark on a globe-trotting journey to find the emerald before it falls into the wrong hands. 69% rated on Rotten Tomatoes, 47% rated on Metacritic, 6.5 out of 10 on IMDb. 6.5 out of 10 on IMDb and 3.1 on Letterboxd. So before we get going, since Jordy and William were not here when we reviewed, I reviewed, as well as David and Ibarra reviewed the first Sonic the Hedgehog all those many years ago, which is a year and a half ago we reviewed that. It was episode 5 of the entire series.
Yeah,
so
that has to be a long time ago.
Long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. Oh wait, never mind.
Oh, God damn it. God damn it, Jordy. But I remember watching the first Sonic movie in theaters. I honestly had I never
had a chance to watch it in theaters, unfortunately.
Oh, wow. Because I honestly had I didn't know what to think because we all know back in the first trailer, we all know that graced
fucking crappy design.
With that fucking.
Oh yeah, it got a lot of people angry, which I can understand.
It got me angry too.
Yeah, it did too. But something did happen, and it was actually a miracle. The director actually listened to the people who actually.
Granted, Paramount forced them to make with the original design. Paramount forced them to make it that design. Jeff Fowler apparently didn't want it to make it that design. Paramount forced them.
Yep.
So that's how you know Paramount was even about as incompetent as they are now.
Yeah, and it's also too. It's just like Paramount just don't interfere with the director's vision of how you should actually create this Sonic.
Yeah, and the song choice. Oh, Gangsta's Paradise was in that first trailer. I forgot about that. Gangsta's Paradise
wait.
Whole fucking song.
Oh, that's right. I remember that.
Really? Dangerous Minds. Of course, it was written for Dangerous Minds, but Sonic the Hedgehog and putting Gangsta's Paradise in the trailer? Come on.
Yeah, but really the only theme about that trailer that was actually, cool is that you get to see Jim Carrey coming back as,
Robotnik.
But then again, hold up. But then again, that when the movie came out, that was honestly his comeback role because
Yeah, he had been in
remember the
something
last
like
time that
Iron Man, I
he
think, right?
was in?
The
Yeah,
last thing he was in was like Dark Crimes. I think that came out in 2019. I heard that movie is terrible.
yeah, that's what I've heard. But him playing as Eggman, that was his comeback role, and honestly, kudos to him.
Yeah. But in terms
Not
of
gonna
film,
lie, I mean, this is actually, one of those times when if you're a Jim Carrey fan, you know what he's going to bring to the table. He'll go all out with a character, whether it's a good guy or a bad guy.
Look at Liar Liar, for instance.
Or Batman Forever.
Or like Ace Ventura or something like that.
Or Ibarra would love this. How the Grinch Stole Christmas live action.
Or
I'll give you that.
The Cable Guy.
That the Cable Guy, wasn't that the movie that it was all different in terms of his performance?
It didn't perform that well. It underperformed. But it was very funny. I liked the Cable Guy. Ben Stiller directed that movie, believe it or not.
Yeah.
But yeah, it did bring back Jim Carrey because after a while he was making a bunch of like smaller indie dramas, but then he came back in a major studio production as Robotnik in that first movie, and I think he might be the highlight. One of the highlights.
Yes, he is. He is.
Yep.
I think he is because I mean,
Looking back on it especially.
Sure, the movie's all about Sonic. I mean, don't get me wrong. It has to be about the main character of the franchise, but without the proper
Godzilla 2014 piece of shit.
I can give you that.
But without an antagonist with the proper actor or actress given the right role, it's not memorable. And I think Jim Carrey was perfect for the role of Dr. Eggman or Robotnik.
I'm gonna call him Eggman from this point forward. So if anybody gets offended by when I call him Eggman, I apologize.
It doesn't matter if he's called Eggman or Robotnik; it's the same thing.
I mean, I usually call him.
From this point forward.
Yeah, that's why I usually call him Dr. Eggman.
I'm used to saying Eggman.
Yeah.
Ever since I was a kid, Eggman, not Robotnik as much as.
By the way, spoiler alert, I heard that Jim Carrey will reprise his role as Eggman in the third film. However, I don't know if it will be as Eggman or if it will be as Eggman's grandfather, Dr. Gerald or Professor Robotnik.
Maybe both.
Maybe.
We'll see.
We're bringing Shadow into it. Maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe he's gonna have
but
a full time.
Regardless of that, I think. Now, here's how I see it for the first film. For me, when I watched it, after I had purchased on iTunes when it used to be a thing before Apple TV Plus. Thanks a lot for that. I thought it was actually very well written, very well, done.
Mostly Rowan. Yeah, I agree with that.
I mean, at the end of the day, what I saw, including the redesigns for Sonic, I thought that was a good idea because I'm telling you, even with that old design, I think the film would have been given a lower rating if they had
would be like in the 20s.
Yeah, it would be like one of the worst movies that was based off a video game.
Because they're stating on the character design. They wouldn't be thinking about the movie as a whole.
Exactly.
Which understandably so, but then again, it's unfair because again, you're judging a movie because on what someone looks like or whatever. Because again, some people want to talk about, we need to be against discrimination, all that. Well, there you go. So as far as I'm concerned, I think the redesign was a good idea because again, I hated the one that they presented. Because the backlash was for all
very big.
Well, the backlash was reasonable and very well deserved to be done for backlash against that. So they did the redesign. Now, from watching the movie from beginning to end, I kind of liked how they fleshed some characters out, made them likable in some cases, and made them, in fact, especially, it was all basically Sonic, as a CGI, animation, character in the whole live action movie. I mean, there was no Tails, there was no Knuckles or anything like that, because they didn't want to fit or like cram everything into one movie, because what would be the point of making the sequels? You have to do slow story building if you're going to do a trilogy. It's kind of like the same.
Not only that, but I think in terms of how the first film is structured, it's pretty much just a road trip movie. It wouldn't work adding so many characters in there. You had to focus on the relationship between Sonic and Tom Wachowski, James Marsden's character.
Or even better, just focus on, trying to build something instead of cramming it all in one space.
Looking at you, MCU.
Yeah.
And especially with Dr. Eggman's character, they didn't make it look like he's from the same world as Sonic, which is good, because again, planet Earth, that's the whole point. Now, I think the world that they forgot to tell where Sonic came from was Morbius, because
Morbius. Oh, that reminds me of that shitty movie Morbius. Oh God.
Or Mobius. I can't remember what it was called, but what I do know,
it's Morbid Time. Whatever. Fuck.
Let me check here. Hold on a second.
And they made up a lot of stuff for the first film. Like, for example, Longclaw was never a thing. That was completely made up for the movie.
Yeah, it was mostly a new character.
But hear me out. I think that was good. You know why? Because that was a whole new, fresh concept right there.
They made a lot, especially in the sequel. They do a lot more original aspects to it as well. But talk about if you're finished talking about the first movie, unless you
so I think it was Mobius. That's where Sonic comes from, because again, he's a species of hedgehog, but it's Mobian. But that's what it says on the fandom wikia. Don't judge me. Now, first film, I have to give it credit where credit's due. I give it a 4.5 out of 5.
I gave it a 4.
Mostly due to the fact that I think the proper storytelling was done. They didn't cram too many characters in there. There were some bits that that just don't sit well. I think maybe it was because I think it's the in-law.
Okay, I'll talk about some of the things I did not like about the first movie. First of all, endless. This shoves so much product placement down your throat. It's not even funny. When you're looking for apartments, what do you see? Zillow. Olive Garden gets mentioned twice.
Yeah.
A Toyota. They drive a Toyota car, and Sonic is reading out the Toyota driver manual. Oh, and the in-law, Rachel, she mentions a Fitbit at one point. It's too much product placement for me.
To be honest with you, it kind of felt distracting when I was rewatching the first film again.
Like a commercial was inside the movie.
By the way, what's so funny about the movie? The fact that he calls what does he call Tom's wife again? Pretzel lady.
Pretzel lady or something like that.
Pretzel lady. Yeah, pretzel lady. That's
yes.
Pretzel lady.
To be honest with you, I'd actually call her chocolate pretzel lady, because and let's not forget Nubian Queen.
Okay, and that leads me to another thing that I didn't like. Some of the humor did not land for me in the first movie at all. It was too kiddie for me at times. I'm just like, oh my god, this is like kiddie humor, and usually I can't tolerate kiddie humor, especially in Illumination movies. That's why I usually can't stand them. But
this was an Illumination movie.
The point is that it was kiddie humor, just like an Illumination picture.
Yeah, it would be
the first movie. The first movie, okay?
It would be a hit and miss.
It's a very much hit and miss. Anything with Robotnik is funny, but some of the things Sonic says felt like too kiddie to me.
I kind of like the part where when he's licking that quill. When he licked that quill, he gets static and electrocuted.
Or how about fart?
And I felt that
2 for HD. Oh.
I also felt that even though the visual effects were improved compared to with the redesign, I felt the visual effects in the first movie were just okay at best. They weren't great. But yeah, so the first, that's why I give the first. Oh, and Wade, he annoyed the fuck out of me. He way annoyed the fuck out of me. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that was another thing. I mean, I kind of it takes time to get used to Wade, but the thing is, it didn't feel right at the time with him, in this movie.
I don't know about you guys. Whenever I go to Olive Garden, I always thought that place needed more Sonic. Oh, Jesus.
Wait. You mean the one that does those, blasts?
I don't know.
Oh, the ice cream,
I don't know.
Anyway, but anyway, William, what do you give this film?
Mine's a 3.5 out of 5 for the first film.
That's a bit non-generous of you.
I got close to giving it a 3.5 because the humor was pretty all over the place. For
yeah,
me.
the humor.
But I gave
at least, there's another thing why I gave this a 4.5 out of 5. At least they didn't showcase the Chaos Emeralds or the Master Emerald, like in this movie.
Oh yeah, also Kevin Feige bait. So mid-credit scene bait. So that's why I took half a point off.
Yeah, but it's still the first movie is still a fun time though. When I saw it in the theaters.
Yes, that's what I've heard. Wade is supposed to be one of the main characters in the Knuckles show. He's pretty much at this point.
Yeah, and you know what? I can understand that because from what I'm hearing, Knuckles is supposed to be with him, just like Sonic is with Tom and his wife.
Yeah, and let's see.
Which is fine. I mean, all things considering.
And I think I've heard
Wade hasn't really been developed. I understand what they were going for with
that. With the second movie, I actually kind of liked his interrogation skills.
That leads me to the second film. Now, what I'm going to say about the second film, I think it's an improvement over the original. I think it's an improvement. I think they got a lot of things better done in this movie compared to the first one. For example, the visual effects, they actually redesigned Sonic. You can't really notice it unless you watch the first and second.
They did the same thing with Tails as well because
they slight redesign. It's a slight redesign. It's a redesign of the redesign.
And what I noticed
times fast.
And what I noticed too about is that as soon as Tails was introduced in the second film, I noticed he was also wearing a yellow backpack when he
wait, was it yellow or was it green?
Yellow. He wasn't wearing it in the first film, right? When
it was the yellow backpack. No, okay, hold on, wait. Okay, no, he wasn't wearing that backpack during the post-credit sequence
of the first film.
Yes,
of the first film. No, he did not.
And then in the second film, when we see that scene again, you see the backpack.
Yes, that's the thing I actually noticed.
Backpack.
Hey!
Anyway, so I think the redesign of the redesigns
redesign of the redesigns of the redesigns of the redesigns of the redesigns of the redesigns.
The effects were mainly done by MPC once again, which we did the first movie. And MPC's work looks way better than in the first movie. Because remember, they had to rush to reshoot everything and get the redesign finished in time to make the first movie. So, but in this sequel, they actually have more time to develop the redesign and the other effects. The movie looks better in terms of visually. It looks a lot better. But again, it's a slightly bigger budget too, so you have a little bit more to work with. So, I think it looks nice. Like Knuckles, he looks nice. Although to me, Knuckles looks too cute to the point where he doesn't come off as intimidating to me. He goes like, "Oh, he's so cute! Look at the cheeks."
I actually thought he looked a little badass, in my opinion.
He kind of does. Do I look like I need your power?
But yeah, Ugly Sonic. Watch the Chippendale Rescue Rangers for the Ugly Sonic.
So, here's the thing with the second film. Now, as it turns out, it's starting off, where we left off with Eggman, and believe me,
I believe
I thought that was good. The way how when I was now this is where I watched it in theaters. I watched it with 3 friends of mine. And funny thing is, when I first saw Eggman or Robotnik with Jim Carrey, when he was doing his monologue, I thought that was great. That was especially when he was spitting out all those teas, like when he was making that mushroom tea. He's all like,
I think personally, Jim Carrey was allowed to improvise because it clearly shows that his performance is better than in the first movie. Because I think he was allowed to be more creative with the character, and it shows in that opening scene right away. You're like, okay, now he's really into it now, even more so than in the first movie. And I think Jim Carrey brings Robotnik, even though he's the villain of the story. For some reason, Robotnik is kind of likable because of how funny he could be. If that makes any sense to you.
Yeah.
I agree.
Robotnik is supposed to be fun, supposed to be, likable while being evil at the same time because he's not
evil.
I mean, it's not like he's not truly evil. If he was really evil, he would really, be very darker than he was in the last film.
But yeah, I think Jim Carrey's performance in that regard improved a lot. He really
yes, it did. It did, and I think it was it was justified. So now next
Sonic 2 apparently takes place almost a year after the first movie. Almost a year, not quite a year, almost a year.
Well, he did say, in the last movie, I'll be home by Christmas.
But at the same time, I don't think the movie doesn't take place at Christmas, so.
I know that. I'm trying to maintain my composure. I am trying not to lose my temper with you.
Still be me. Anyway.
What I was going to say is that, so after, Sonic gets through saving a guy in a truck that was filled with bombs for, some odd reason.
In Seattle, no less.
In Seattle, Washington.
You get to see the shot of the Space Needle.
The home of grunge. I don't know why they didn't play Nirvana or Pearl Jam, but
I don't know.
So,
missed opportunity.
Yeah, it's obvious that he is trying to be a hero, but the problem is, it's like what Tom says to him. He's not ready, and that's
he comes up to me at the beginning of the film as more of a vigilante and not really a hero, because of his incompetence. He's like a vigilante.
Yeah, and plus he's also reckless too.
Yeah. And then he would also put other people in danger too.
He does in Seattle.
Now here's the thing. Here's the thing that really gets me, and I know we'll go ahead and cover this part. The fact that you're talking about, wait, they're going to Hawaii. Why don't they just get on Oceanic Flight 815? I'm like in my head, dude. I'm like, dude, would you knock off with the Lost bullshit? Like, come on, not everything has to be.
Lost was shot in Hawaii. That's why.
Yeah, I know it was shot in Hawaii. Why do you think they had time to have time to surf there during production?
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, it's part of the behind the scenes thing.
It's Happy Madison. It's like a Happy Madison movie at times in this movie.
It's all the time with you, you always have to make a Lost reference. Oh, this was shot in Hawaii. So is Lost. So is Lost.
Every single second.
For the record, it was not shot in Hawaii. I believe, from what I understand, it was shot mostly in Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada. So,
does it make any difference?
Yes, it does, because it wasn't shot in Hawaii, even though it takes place there.
But it's still a story.
It's a story, that's for sure.
Yes.
Now,
also, that's another thing that I wanted to get into. I feel like in terms of my overall flaw with the movie, even though they improved a lot, we didn't need the whole Hawaii stuff. I think it could have been cut out of the movie.
It felt like
it serves no purpose.
It felt like kind of unnecessary filler in there too.
I think the reason why is because they needed the human characters to do something, and the human characters get sidelined heavily in this movie. They get sidelined.
That is true. I will admit that, because they did get sidelined much in the first one than they did.
They were more important in the first one. Now they got completely fucking sidelined.
Well, they weren't. They weren't completely sidelined, because we'll get to there when we get there. But while Sonic's at home being the hedgehog of the house, I mean, if you want to call it that, I kind of like it when he's, throwing a party at the house, except it's all by himself and their dog Ozzy. But when when he uses one of the rings, when he's using one of the rings to purchase, I think Oreos, I think it was.
Yes, Oreo Thins.
Oh my God, he leaves behind money that's purchased, and then they have this woman who's over there that sees it happening and drops whatever it is she was looking to get, while shopping, and I'm like.
It was.
I'd be doing I wouldn't be just dropping that. I'd be dropping deuces in my pants if I saw that happening.
Yeah, that lady must have saw that, and then he was like, "What the fuck is this hand doing here?"
Yeah,
it's like Eric. It's like if Eric, were to do that pickup line like he did, during one of my Raw reactions, like 2 for each D. Ooh. So. Then that's, of course, we get the reunion of Eggman and Sonic, and then we finally get a very, very, small battle with Knuckles and Sonic, but it was actually kind of funny where he says, "Do I look like I need your power?"
And then he just beats the shit out of him.
And then that's when Tails comes out of nowhere with a car. And
yes, and I thought at first, I thought Wade was with him.
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
Wade, yeah. I thought it was Wade who actually hit the car at one point, at that point, not Tails. But yeah.
Right.
Oh, and then you got Eggman going. I love Jim Carrey when he's doing those robotic noises, He did that in the first film, which is funny. And then when he does it in this film, it was even funnier.
Like, he is literally like mostly the standout of this movie. Every time he appears on screen, I always eat his character up.
Very funny.
He eats everything up.
Funny.
But
he's chewing down all the scenery at this point.
But then, of course, we also find out why. Oh, excuse me. Why Knuckles is after Sonic, because apparently. Because of a map or whatever Longclaw left behind for Sonic, may she quote unquote rest in peace, even though I don't know how many pieces she's
dead. I think she might be in the third one. I don't think she's dead.
I kind of disagree, because I think they had a comic adaptation, prior to the second movie that covers Tails, and I think she has a grave for her. But then again, I don't know. You see, the thing is,
I don't think she's dead. For some reason, I think she's not dead.
Here's the thing with me. Like, if you're playing it up, like if it's regarding a franchise, like with Star Wars, if you're playing a video game that's canonized by the Disney stuff, or watching a TV show or a live action TV show, and of course, like the animated ones that are CGI, not the 2D anime, no offense, or the movies, then yeah, it's canon. But if it's a comic book, a novelization, or anything else,
it's not really canon to me. Those.
Yeah, exactly. Because again, they don't even consider it. Just like that, I don't think anyone considered that. That's why they didn't. Hold on a second. That's why they don't. I don't think they'll consider the comic book as a quote unquote canonization.
Plus, those writers who writes all those novelizations and comic books and stuff, they're mostly like hire. They're writers for hire. They're not really. They are made to promote the movie, but. Most of the time, it's not canon.
Yeah.
Most of the time, when it comes to this kind of stuff.
Which to me is kind of a waste of time, for people to do that doesn't get canonized.
Like the Lost Books, the Lost Novels, those books were never canon. Jared will tell you about those books. They were never canon.
Wait. So even they made novels for Lost, and they're not canon.
Yes,
wow.
they did. And they're not canon.
Wow.
The show is canon. The only canon is the show.
Right.
Anyway.
But I did not know about those.
So, continuing on, where it turns out
the video game for Lost is not canon.
Of course not. I heard there was actually going to be. Well, let's not get too off topic, because again, we don't want to make this too much about one thing or the other of a franchise. So yeah, it turns out Longclaw left a message behind for Sonic. It turns out that Knuckles is after the Master Emerald, and apparently, it turns out that all 7 Chaos Emeralds, which are somewhat the vocal point of
they don't even say Chaos Emerald in the movie for some odd reason.
I don't know. I rewatched it today. I can't. If I had to go back and rewatch, well, I can't now because we don't have time for that. But
They never
Anyway.
said Chaos Emerald in
I don't
point-
think they ever.
Well, the
brought
point
that up.
is that the 7 emeralds that they had combined it into the Master Emerald, which, again, the Master Emerald's supposed to keep the Chaos Emeralds from going crazy, of course, but
Mhm.
I guess you got to start from somewhere, to build, story for this universe and not the original. So, as soon as they finally get where they're going, I'm not going to go too in deep in this because, again, I don't want to spoil things that may be funny to some people. But what I will say, though, when they finally get to where they're going, that's when all hell breaks loose, and it turns out they interrupted Rachel's wedding, and this is where we get Gunn.
Side note about the whole Rachel and her wedding thing. Even though I considered all this stuff to be kind of pointless to the story, I actually enjoyed Rachel better in this movie compared to the first one.
Yes, I agree.
She was hilarious.
She was hilarious in this movie more so than
Die,
the first
Randall,
one.
die!
And especially with the scene where Barracuda was playing.
Barracuda, and then she does that.
Yeah.
She does that cutthroat thing. Like,
Yeah, that face was priceless.
You know what her fiance is, right? It's the same
That's
guy
the guy
off
from Criminal Minds. That's the same guy from
Criminal Minds. That's what I was.
Yes.
I forgot the name of the character, but that's the guy.
I did. I have too, but still, the guys from Criminal Minds.
Yep. And SWAT. He's also on SWAT.
That's awesome.
And here's the thing. Now
he's great, by the way. He's great.
Oh yeah.
Now after we find out, where the Master Emerald is, we actually have a decent battle between Sonic and Knuckles this time. But it turns out Knuckles, as always, even though again this was the first time in the movie franchise, but again, always in the Sonic universe of video games and television, he's always being taken advantage of by Eggman. But this was the first time he was taken advantage by Eggman.
Mm-hmm.
And shockingly enough, I did not know absorbing the Master Emerald, even though you're not powerful, or have any powers, like in Eggman's case, became like a different Eggman, like a V.3, I believe,
I don't remember.
0.3, because he says, I think 0.2 is where he gets stranded in the Mushroom Planet and shaves his head and has a killer mustache, not gonna lie. And now in this form, I'm telling you, in a whole nother level.
the auto-tune when he gets
and by
infected
the way,
with the
first
chaos
of all,
emerald, the auto-tune is fucking funny.
Yeah.
What would you? Okay. Oh, here's the thing with Wade. Bless his heart. Hold on. He says, "What would you like on your bagel?" and then there's also the part after Eggman builds that machine out of all those military tanks and all that. He goes like, "Oh my god, it is like a Stay Puft Marshmallow Man."
Yeah.
I was like,
Marshmallow Man.
this guy.
Yeah.
I'm kind of glad that they kept him for the second movie because they made
And
him
also,
improve.
like I said before, he's getting promoted as pretty much co-lead of the Knuckles show. So if you like,
And I'm
Wade,
glad for that. You know why? Because in the first movie, you don't get used to him at first, but when you watch the second movie after you've watched the first one, now you get to see why he's a likable character.
Yeah, I think Wade was a lot better utilized in the second movie than he was in the first one. Because the first movie, I don't know if it was just the writing, but he kind of irritated the fuck out of me. This one, he's a lot more funnier.
Hey, William.
Yes.
I'm going to ask you this once. What would you like on your bagel?
Wait, let's talk about Agent Stone for a minute. And
Okay. The fact that he's the guy who provides, Eggman, like the needs to get a better attire after returning to Earth, from the Mushroom Planet.
His introduction scene with he's in a coffee house coffee house called the Mean Beam. Obviously, referencing the Mean Beam machine game for the Sega Genesis. But the fact that he's in a coffee house and he's just lonely and he's missing Eggman, and there's fucking Nora Jones in the background making it stereotypical coffee house music. It's fucking hysterical. And then once he comes back, he's like, He's back. He's back.
It's so funny that mean and beam rhyme.
Well, that's the whole point. But here's the thing with
he's obsessed with Eggman. I'm surprised that they haven't made him. I'm surprised they haven't made him. They haven't made him canonically gay for Eggman.
Well, here's the thing. I don't think it's necessary because, again, you need a henchman, right?
Yeah.
So he's a perfect role for a henchman, and he doesn't have to be overly gay, queer, whatever you want to call it.
I'm not talking about gay stereotype, but in terms of canonically making him crush on Eggman, it would make a lot of sense considering his obsession with Eggman. I'm not saying
but here's the thing.
Stereotype. I'm saying
some people can have an obsession with somebody, even if they don't have it, gay or whatever.
I personally think, I'm just that just came to me when in the back of my mind when I was watching it. And
like here's how I see it. I think that he looks up to Eggman as somewhat of a role model.
Granted, if they made him gay, a lot of people would get very upset, could call the movie liberal or fucking bullshit. I'm just like, shut the fuck up. But yeah.
Well, the thing is, I mean, there's enough of that going on already, so.
So, and it'd make everything all divisive and shit.
And besides, I mean, well, there you go. That's what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
Every time you have some of these movies that put that stuff in there, you're always dividing your audience, and you're not making money.
But here's the thing, though. I feel like in terms of messages like that, it can be done well in movies. It's just about not directly shoving it down your throat. You got to be subtle.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you
It's all about
very much.
Proper execution too.
You got to be subtle, or else if you don't be subtle, you're gonna get fucked. You're gonna get fucked.
Thank you very much.
Agent Stone, though, he is more. I think he is just about as funny as he was in the first movie, because I didn't really talk about his role in the first movie all that much. But
that was because he didn't really,
he didn't really serve a purpose. I think this one he served a little bit more of a purpose.
Yes, he did. Oh, and by the way, he provides an instruction manual like for the for the machine.
Yeah, it's funny.
And it has Sega on there. I'm like, oh my god.
Oh
and
gosh.
Also, that reminds me of a scene that he's in with. They were trying to figure out Sonic's. They were trying to hack into his phone, and then Knuckles is reading off.
Dot. You know what? I'm surprised. I'm surprised that Knuckles even know what dots are.
But Idris Elba, I think he does incredible as Knuckles.
He does.
Hold on. Wait, hold on. Dishonor. This is how I roll.
But I think his performance has to be, one of two things. One, you have to be the dark kind of guy, but at the same time be funny. ... is probably the funniest line that he has in the movie.
Yeah.
Well,
it's
it's other things too. When he's like, "This is how I roll."
He has to say with him,
and then the ball of bases.
The ball of bases.
I got it. I know why.
The reason why he says the basis of ball.
The reason why I think Knuckles is seeing ... is because he's probably too illiterate just to see what's gonna be.
But either way, so, oh my god. Okay. So finally we get this scene that I don't think we'd ever get to see, because again, the movie itself, just like the first movie is based off the first Sonic video game in a way. Now, this movie was actually a combination of Sonic the Hedgehog 2, Sonic the Hedgehog 3, and Sonic and Knuckles, from what I can understand.
Yeah.
But here's another thing.
Maybe a little bit of Sonic Heroes.
That's what I was gonna say, because here's the thing. They don't admit it, but it is there.
It kind of is.
They don't admit it. That's the other thing. They don't admit it, but it's there, and people just have to figure that out for themselves.
Yeah.
And I kind of liked it because it was very well done, very well, written the way how they had all three of the main characters in as a team, and they didn't have to call all themselves Team Sonic. I mean, that's just right before you get the official team name after you've done your first job together as a trio.
Yeah.
But after that, after they finally get the Master Emerald away from Eggman, that's when we finally get to see what we've all been waiting for. Just like after we wait for almost 100 episodes in Dragon Ball Z to see the transformation for Goku into Super Saiyan.
Wait, just about an hour and 40 minutes to see Supersonic. About an hour and 40 minutes.
Yeah, or Super Hedgehog, whatever you want to call it. And for the record, if anyone thinks that this is a ripoff of Super Saiyan, no. Supersonic.
Dummies think that's
the Super Hedgehog or Supersonic form.
Dummies. That's a new name. Super Dummies.
The Super Hedgehog or Supersonic form, whatever you call it, was already done before Akira Toriyama ever thought of the Super Saiyan transformation that had that gold hair, too. Which it's only a coincidence because he didn't know that Sonic had already did that.
Because I think
it's not like Akira may he rest in peace, would know everything of what's going on around him, because I don't think he played Sonic the Hedgehog because he was busy writing the manga and the anime. So what can you expect?
I would think that when Super Saiyan ended up in Dragon Ball Z, was that what, 93 when that happened? 93?
Wait.
93? Was it 93 or 94?
I think it was introduced somewhere in the 90s, somewhere in the early 90s.
It has
to be after Sonic 2, which came out in 1992. So I'm saying 93 or 94.
Well, you're talking about the anime but then again, the manga was a whole different story. Now, for anybody who thinks that Akira was ripping off Sonic, he wasn't. Okay, it was just a coincidence. Plus, it gives you a fantasy battle if you want to put it that way. If you wanted to.
And then he pretty much just obliterates Eggman, and then he says, "Later, haters." I believe that's what he says. "Later, haters." Just says a couple of times in the first movie. I think too.
Yeah.
No, I think he said it before, during the first time during the this film, and then that was the second time he did it.
And then also, we forgot to talk about Tails. We shafted Tails. Should we talk about him?
Well, there's not that much to talk about him other than the fact that he's basically what the sidekick and the running buddy and best friend of Sonic. I
think there's a cool.
He's a great inventor. He's a great pilot.
He can clone himself.
He's a great biplane pilot. And no, don't say anything like bi as in bisexual, bipolar.
Come
on.
Bilingual.
It's a
bilingual.
Bilingual. There you go. There's another one.
There you go.
Also, too, he can clone himself because
or bipedal.
Yeah, that reminds me. There's a scene where they're in Siberia and they have to pretty much dance and fucking. They decide, we're gonna put on Uptown Funk and just try to dance. And then Tails clones himself to kind of outwit the Siberians.
Well, actually, it was holographic, illusions. I believe.
It's kind of like a clone.
It's not a clone unless if it's actually physically in front of you and you can touch and feel it.
But either way, they fucked with him a little bit.
At least he was introduced in a good light instead of how most characters are as a side character.
But yeah, I think it's fine. Also, I think there's echoes of the first movie with the Tails relationship with him and Sonic. Especially there's a scene where at the end of that sequence, they pretty much Sonic tucks him into bed, just like how Tom tucked in Sonic in the first movie in the hotel room. If you remember.
It's like it's coming full circle,
And also Tails would use his two tails just to comfort Sonic when they were sleeping by the fireplace,
Yeah, and but it comes full circle because in a way, even though I think it's because the human cast gets sidetracked so much to the point where this doesn't really feel effective to me, because pretty much become Tom and Maddie, the human characters, the main two human characters, pretty much become
Maddie Ronkowski, Nubian Queen.
They become his family. By the end of the movie, Sonic officially calls Tom Dad.
Yeah.
So that kind of goes full circle, and they're now his family, and they've
always. Oh my God, they've always been family.
It's all about family, Tom. No, that's the movie because of fucking Vin Diesel shit. Yeah. And they even reference Vin Diesel in this movie about how.
Oh no! that's not the only time they mention him. I mean, they did in the first film. They did.
Second, I'm about to mention this joke where they said, "Oh, I think it was Knuckles or Eggman says, oh, they've been fighting."
Looks like the echidnas and the owls, have been fighting for centuries. Like
So
Vin Diesel and The Rock.
This is like they were still fighting, and then they finally ended that fight, and The Rock got put back into Fast X.
Right.
Wait,
says Dom isn't there to hear it.
Wait. Dwayne and Ben, they made
up. They reconciled. Because now The Rock is back in the Fast and Furious franchise, so they made up.
Nice.
So that joke is kind of dated, but still, it was a year off. Whatever, it's fine. Sometimes you don't predict that stuff. But who would win in a race, him or Snoopy? Tails.
Okay, that actually I would like to see.
Snoopy, though, you don't fuck with Snoopy. You don't not fuck with Snoopy.
Yeah, don't give favorite Beagle some slack.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. Unlike Tails, Snoopy can't talk.
Don't matter. Snoopy
don't matter.
Snoopy's like.
And then let's see what else we can talk about. He pretty much defeats Eggman. Everything's hunky dory. Blah blah blah. Yada yada yada. Mid-credit scene has Shadow, and it's gonna be voiced by Keanu Reeves.
Yep.
So for this film, I mean.
Oh, and I like the song at the end better than the fucking rap shit that they had at the end of the first movie. Oh,
I have to give this film the same rating I gave the last one, like 4.5 out of 5. The only thing that really boggles me was the fact that, is that every time they give us, that ending sequence after the credits, like
halfway through the end credits. It's about halfway through.
Through, it's always the same. Like,
it's almost like a typical post mid-credit scene. It's like in every movie, oh, here's the next guy we have to face. Here's the next guy. And it's not just the MCU, it's just every franchise. I don't know. I don't like that. They should have cut it out of the movie. I'm sorry. And they should have introduced Shadow in a different way. In a different way. Maybe like show that scene before the last scene of the movie. It would have worked better. That's just my opinion, though.
Yeah, I can see that.
As a mid-credit scene, it just doesn't work for me. It doesn't work for me. I'm sorry, it doesn't.
And the other thing that I didn't like about is it's like what you mentioned. They didn't, sure they had, some good moments with the human, counterparts.
Like Rachel, she just stole everybody in terms of the human characters.
Rachel actually got better screen time than the rest of the other characters did.
And
I mean, that's just me. Remember, but as for Maddie and Tom and everyone else, I'm sorry. I mean,
you got shafted pretty bad.
They got shafted until the final moments of the film.
Yeah, they got shafted pretty bad. Although I like that they played baseball at the end of the movie, another full circle moment in terms of the first movie when he's playing baseball.
But yeah, that's another thing why I give this film a 4.5 out of 5. Now, hopefully the next film gets a full 5 out of 5. But then again, I could be wrong.
What about Knuckles? You gonna watch that?
The show?
Given the circumstances of its leading up to the third film, I mean, why not?
I mean, it should be on the website. I linked to you. It should be once it comes out. It should be.
The bottom line,
Paramount Plus. But anyway.
I love both films. Maybe, hopefully, my ratings on them will change if the third movie not only gets higher grossing than the last two films, and then somehow ends on a great note. I might break them all.
This might be because Sonic 3, I think, could very well be the last Sonic movie they make. I think it could.
I think so.
It is of the trilogy.
Yeah,
but what I'm saying is
4 or 5 or anything like that. I think they should just stop at 3. I think it's perfect. Just stop at 3.
I think it would be a perfect
trilogy. We don't need Amy in these movies. We don't need Amy.
Or that purple, like what bunny?
Cat, fuck that shit. Big Cat, that fucking.
Look, as long as they make it good, I could give a damn less. Okay.
Big the Cat. That character was irritating. It's not adventure. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But yeah,
as far as the third one goes, if it ends off on a high note, just like then I could give all 3 films a 5 out of 5.
So in terms of what I'm going to give it, I'm going to give it the same grade I gave the first movie, 4 out of 5.
Yeah, same here.
Oh Jesus! How many weeks has it been? We have the same fucking. How many fucking weeks has that been now?
Hold up. I said 4.5 out of 5.
No, I'm talking about me and William. I'm not talking about you, Jordy. I'm talking.
Well, here's the thing. All three of us have had the same review.
Yeah, but here's the thing, though. Even though I kind of push with Elaine, I kind of like give my, criteria as to why I personally enjoyed the film. Even though some of the story may feel a little cliche at times, and there's some
cliche. That's
it kind of
feels a little too predictable in my opinion. Like when Supersonic is gonna come. It's not like it's gonna be unexpected. It's expected.
Yeah, and also that one twist that kind of like happened like in the middle. I honestly kind of saw that coming.
Yeah, with the Eggman
mile
turning
away.
on Knuckles, everybody could have predicted that.
Yeah, I honestly, it's pretty predictable.
Yeah, that's another thing. Then again, these movies were not made to be subversion of expectations. They were really not made for that. It's not that kind of movie. So I'll give them a bit of a slack for that. Other than that, I give it 4 out of 5 because I think it was better than the original. I think
Me too.
It was better written, certainly in terms of humor, and visual effects look a lot better, a lot better.
Yeah, Jim Carrey literally sold his A game into this. Like he literally just like eats everything up every time you see him on screen.
Now the question is, will he do the same thing for the third film, or will it just?
It's possible. It's possible.
Possible.
It's possible.
Well, either way,
it is.
So
that's the review for.
We have to wait till Christmas to figure that out.
Technically before Christmas.
Well, it comes up during the Christmas movie season, though.
Yeah.
There you go. Now I have an actual burp. I didn't force that one. But yeah, now I guess that's pretty much it for Sonic 2. Now,
let me say it. Well, oh, bullshit! Did it.
Ouch. Let me
And now, please welcome, ladies and germs, presented by William Braun the Conqueror, the incomparable Squidward.
Fuck you, Discover Card. I don't need your fucking ass.
You fiend! You don't even know talent. No talent. No talent. No.
I love that episode so much.
Is that the one with the squirrel jokes? Is that the one with the squirrel jokes?
No, it's a talent show.
Oh.
Yeah. You're probably thinking of like a different episode.
With squirrel because they're so darn stupid.
That's a one episode I'm mostly familiar with.
But yeah, let's spin the wheel now. We're giving it 3, 2, 1. Hopefully get to the good. Come on,
be a good one.
Phantasm.
Come on, give me something.
Wait, is it lagging? It's lagging on my end.
Yeah,
the Iron Giant.
Yes.
Oh my God, that's a film I also picked.
Yes, I love the Iron Giant.
Since I've been like the wheel has been recently getting a lot of my movies. It makes sense for you to have another movie that you picked for the list that it landed on. It would make sense to me, and thus we're doing.
I get better spotlight then.
You spotlight on Jordy. A spot like this. Hold on. If I can fucking find the damn thing here. Hold on. 1 second, please. 1 second, please. Fuck. Can I fucking find it? Where is it?
But my God, it almost landed on Red Eye.
Red Eye is a very good movie.
I mean, even though I asked for an animated movie like The Mask of the Phantasm, I mean,
that is an animated movie for the record.
Yeah, Iron Giant. I'll take that.
And also, this movie deals with nuclear war. It's dark and all that stuff, while also being funny.
Hold up. Now, tell me again, Mansley, and this time, listen to yourself. A giant metal monster.
Why the Blu-ray of it somewhere?
Hold on, William.
Yeah.
It's the plays the Iron Giant.
It's the Boo-Ray.
Do I have it? There you are.
I don't have it on Blu-ray for some reason. I don't.
There you are.
Wait.
Hold up,
Victor. Have you seen this movie before?
Of course I have. I have.
Same.
I'm just asking. But has Jared seen this
digitally? But that's it. Maybe I'll get the Blu-ray or something.
Has Jared seen it?
I'm pretty sure he has actually. So
Okay,
we'll
well,
try and
if he's
again,
able to
he's
make
getting
it for next
swamped
week,
by finals soon, so we'll see if we can get him on board. We'll see.
Yeah,
It's not
hopefully.
guaranteed. He's getting swamped with finals. And
Yeah.
finals are important,
finals.
So if we get swamped by finals, I guess it'll just be the three of us again. But that's okay.
It's-
But the Iron Giant is, I think, to me, that's Brad Bird's best movie. And that's his
Brad
debut.
Boyd.
I think it's his best movie.
Is it that on The Incredibles? I don't know. For me,
For me, it's
personally.
that or Ghost Protocol. Even though it's live action, Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol.
Yeah, but then
Incredibles
again,
I like, but I think it's slightly overrated. I hate the second movie. I'm sorry, I don't like that second movie. It was
but then
very
again, most of Brad Bird's work has mostly been animated.
Superman. Oh, I forgot about Ratatouille. I forgot about Ratatouille. He directed Ratatouille.
Ratatouille is one of those movies where I've been dying for a rewatch since I haven't seen it since theaters.
Anyway, since I got cut off, Superman. Vin Diesel voices the Iron Giant, ironically enough. Speaking of fate.
Yeah.
Twist of fate.
Huh?
A twist of fate.
If it ended on Spider-Man because of what I was doing with the whole Kirsten Dunst binge, I would be like, oh, that's fate working a lot. That would be like, oh, fate and all this shit. But hey, fate works in funny ways, doesn't it? But yeah, the Iron Giant, it is one of the great animated movies of 1999. This came out the same year as fucking Tarzan, which I consider to be my favorite Disney film of them all. Disney animated film of them all. That's my favorite Disney animated movie.
I fucking love Tarzan.
A lot better. So a lot better than George of the fucking Jungle,
That's
huh?
live action. That's
I
live
know.
action.
I know. I'm just messing with you.
Objectively, yes. George the Jungle I enjoy, but Tarzan is better. I love George the Jungle. I think it's a funny movie, but Tarzan, have you seen Tarzan? Jordy, have you seen Tarzan?
I've seen it. In fact, it was one of my brother's favorite movies.
I love Tarzan. I fucking love it. So yeah, Iron Giant. We're gonna be talking about that big robot who likes to be Superman next week, and hopefully nobody wears a Superman shirt.
Superman.
It also deals with nuclear war, so how fitting. So yeah.
Try and duck and cover.
So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. I think it's a very good movie, especially like if you're an adult and you watch the Iron Giant and you watch that. I'm just like, wow, I'm surprised at how adult that movie could get at times, but it's very good. It's a very good movie.
I'd like to apologize to everybody in advance for this.
And that guy, the fucking ginger in that movie, he's an asshole.
Of course he is. I mean, what do you expect?
Asshole.
But again, I will talk about it when we get to next week. Anyway,
it's better than it's better than the Homecoming Queen. Oh my god!
It's better than the ginger from Ready to Rumble. Besides, he didn't have to eat the pubic hair. However, he's not Ginger Fitzgerald, so.
Emo, yeah, Emo, you called me a fucking ginger bitch, dude. Oh, I'm gonna bust your head off. Yeah, I'm hungry. Anyway, with that being said, folks, if you like this, give it a thumbs up. If you miss your chance to live chat, comment down below. Give us your thoughts and opinions here on the 72nd episode of the Popcorn Panel Podcast. Also, be sure to subscribe if you're new to the David 3000 Network, and also hit the notification bell so that we'll be notified whenever this channel does an upload, a premiere, or live streaming this one at all times. Same goes for William the Conqueror, Braun, the Victor, the Count, Devalle, and yours truly, Jordy, the Youngblood Outsider, Scow, aka J-Man's Jet. With that being said, God bless you all. Have a great night and stay healthy for buried tomorrow. Now, if you excuse me, I gotta get ready to be a Superman. So, good night, everybody.
Yeah. And as for me, I
gotta get those Shoe Dogs.
I gotta get that Kirsten Dunst marathon binge getting ready to go, starting this week. So I have a lot of movies to watch, and hopefully I won't suffer when it comes to watching Melancholy.
Yeah, and then you got you gotta lube it up, so that way you can get some out of your system while you're watching them.
Oh my god, you
you asshole. You asshole.
But I'm an honest asshole.
You're so
I'm a
Yeah.
I'm a funny ass
movie I watch, which is not true.
I'm a funny asshole, and I'm also an honest asshole.
Oh my god, he thinks I jerk off to every movie I watch. No,
Well,
I'm not a fucking furry. I did not jerk off to this movie.
Wait,
Start with
what?
Fuck you.
A furry? I didn't ask you if you jerked off to cats.
I am not a furry. I am not a furry. Start with Melancholia. No, Tyler. I'm going to save that for later. Okay, bye-bye now. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Superman.